Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday night. You know what that means. It's time for Fantastic Finds with your two hostess with the mostest, right? You have Amie.
Where are you going with that, Jason?
You have Amie of Enamor, Amie, and me of Mother Tucker's Antiques, also known as Jason. So welcome in, everybody. We hope you guys are having a really good week. We know the country. My hat's crooked here. We know the country is heating up temperature-wise. So I think
warm. It's been warm the past several days.
Yeah.
Spring decided to finally show up in Michigan.
Right.
So yeah.
Well, I think spring showed up for half a day in Pennsylvania and went right into summer. I don't think there was any in between here in Pennsylvania. So, but welcome everybody. We have some really good vintage in store for you tonight. If you guys saw Amie's reels, which I'm sure you did, she has some incredible mermaid bathroom and nautical style.
It's taken a long time to curate 15 items of mermaid bathroom, but I did it.
It has. And I need to say, before we go completely into our hellos and everything, I need to say this to get this off my chest. I said to Amie back in the studio before we went live was that Bill and I are still going to hopefully here schedule our mermaid bathroom sale part 2. So I couldn't meet Amie shoulder to shoulder because if I brought all my things, I'd have Mr. Garden Guy calling me from the Garden State being like, Jason, we have something planned. What are you doing? So, but I think I brought some things that can complement Amie's wonderful.
You have a lot of really cool, like flapper girls and
different
that sort of thing. So yeah. I like the stuff that you pull.
Yeah, it's different. So welcome in, everybody. Again, I hope you all are having a really good week. Welcome to Fantastic Finds. This is when we get together every single Wednesday for well over a year now. We bring our fantastic finds to offer to you, then stick around after the sale, and we turn it over to the community, and we share the community's fantastic finds. Tonight's fantastic finds is the very lovely Liz Martin. You know her from the chat.
Hey, okay.
We've had in the queue. She has her haul from when she came to Adamstown probably over a month ago now. So we are going to share with you the items that Liz bought when she was in Adamstown, and Sally B has sent us some more pictures. So stick around, guys, and that's who we're going to have after we're done the sale portion of the evening. As always, thank you, Amie, for making the thumbnail and the lovely wallpaper. I really like tonight's wallpaper. It's really good. I like them all, but
I was really feeling the mid-century, like Palm Springs kind of. Should have thrown some flamingos in there too. It
looks really good. So, Amie, thank you as always, and thank you to Tina who puts together the photos, and actually she fields a lot of the email portion. I don't, from the Fantastic Find. So thank you, Tina, as always, for doing that. Again, as we go live tonight, our official mod and bid ender is the one, the only Karen G. Thank you so much, Karen. And our backup, also a live seller, is Kim Desert Gal. And again, Kim, you did a fantastic job on Monday night. And if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, she is a reseller and she sells over on Vamp. So please give her a follow. And Kim, if you can put your link in at any point, whether you want to put in the Vamp one or the eBay one, do whatever you'd like. And please head over and show her a little bit of support. Every little bit helps in this virtual world of vintage. So let's share it. Let's share it with everybody. So, Amie, you ready to say some hellos to some folks, and then you'll explain to us?
Absolutely. I already see some new faces and maybe some people from Instagram coming over tonight. So welcome, you guys.
Okay. Well, welcome in, everybody. The first one in the chat tonight's the very lovely Terry. It's always so good to see you, Terry. Happy Wednesday. Hopefully you're doing well in your part of the world. There's our friend William, also known as Willie in the House. It is so good to see you, friend. Hopefully you're doing well. There is our backup mod and bid ender for the evening. Like I had said, the very lovely Kim, also known as Desert Gal. There she is, the official mod and bid ender of Mother Tucker's and other channels. The one, the only Karen G. Wonderful Wednesday for fantastic finds. You are right. Thank you so much. And always thank you for being so supportive of not only my channel, but so many other channels here on YouTube. Those Gillettes are top notch. Thank you so much. Speaking of top notch, there's Mama Pam. How are you, Mama Pam? So good to see you. Did you hear back from the person that got our mystery box?
I didn't.
Okay.
No, I have not. I have not heard from Mary.
Mary,
I didn't check the tracking, but she doesn't live very far, so
Mary, if you're watching or watching this in the replay, let us know what you think of Mama Pam's cookies, because there's only a select few that have gotten to sample the goodness of Mama Pam's cookies. So I'm just curious to see, what she thinks. So I'm sure it's there, and I'm sure the cookies are gone already, but I was just curious. So speaking of resellers, it was a I was honored and privileged to meet Beth in person. She is a delight. Please make sure you're following Beth C Vintage over on Vamp. She is a very active seller over there on that platform. So
did you have a lot of fun people come and visit during Extrav?
We did. We had a lot of folks. We had a lot of YouTube. We had a few Vamp folks, and we had a lot of old school Instagram folks. I have to tell you, everybody who came into Adamstown even came into Mother Tucker's and shopped. I think this was probably our most, if not second most successful Extrav that we've ever had.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. I know how much work that you guys and all your vendors put into getting the store ready. So that's awesome.
They did, but here's the caveat to it. Now we got to do it all again. So we got to restock and clean everything, which they're good problems. They're good problems. Y'all don't want to hear my problems here tonight. So how are you, Elizabeth? It's so good to see you. We got Vintage Chickie Shop checking in, coming in all the way over from Instagram. It is so good to see you, friend. I'm a snap in full, but I got to snap easily. So maybe when we get into Fantastic Finds, I'll tell you why I got a cut on my finger, because my May has been a very interesting May, but I'll snap the best I can.
You're right. It is May today, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's May 1st.
Today. Yeah.
If today is any indication of the way my May is going to go, I'm going to need a new seatbelt and some new laces for my shoes so that they don't fly off, because it's going to be a whirlwind of a month, let me tell you. So, but my YouTube DJ is here. It's the one, the only Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. Please make sure you're following him here on YouTube. He has a really fun channel. He's even putting out double content over on Instagram, so follow him over there. I do think, Gavin, you made that account public over there. I hope you did, because you're putting out some good content. But he plays music on vinyl, on a turntable, and spotlights other folks in this community, especially other resellers. So again, he's part of the Gillette Corporation. Thank you so much, Gavin, for all your support. There's our friend Tracy checking in. Artsy Fartsy, so good to see you. Followed by our friend Christy, who's new, I think, to the YouTube sales, coming in all the way from Instagram. So it's good to see you guys. Welcome over here. Our friend Bug, Mediocre Arts and Crafts, is checking in. It's always so good to see you, Bug. Hopefully you are doing well. We got Peggy here in the chat with us. Always a pleasure to see you, Peggy. Hope you're doing well, friend. There is my mother, Linda, checking in. It's always good to see you, Mom. I love you. Hopefully you are having a very good day. Let's see who else is down here in the chat with us. We have Elaine checking in. How are you, Elaine? Good evening. Hopefully you are well. Who else is in here with us? Cindy Lou is checking in. Who's Thrifted Treasures? Always so good to see you. Oh, and this face makes me smile. It's so good to see you, Sandra D. Sandra D is in the house. Hey, you guys. How are you? It's so good to see you.
It's the Goonies call.
It is. It is. We got Sandy B checking in. How are you, Sandy B? Followed by the one, the only, Dusty Moose. It's good to see you, Dusty. Hopefully you're well. There is Tina checking in from Mother Tucker's Antiques. Good to see you, Tina. There's our friend Sandy. Please give our friend Sandy a follow. She has a YouTube channel, so same name. Head on over, click that subscription and notification bell. Trust me, you will not be sorry. Good to see you, Sandy. We got Mars Anderson checking in. How are you, Mars? The one, the only, Debbie Gutierrez is here in the chat. It's always so good to see you, Debbie. Hopefully you're doing well down there in Texas. Who else is in here with us tonight? Hello, everybody. A whole bunch of our friends are coming on in. So good to see everybody. I see a couple. Oh, hey, there's Ginger. Good to see you, Ginger. That name is new to me, so welcome in. Hopefully you enjoy yourself tonight. Checking in from the Garden State, the one and the only, Steel Whispered. So good to see you. We got Jeannie Olive here in the chat, another new name. Good to see you, friend. Hopefully you enjoy yourself tonight. How are you, Colleen? So good to see you here, Colleen. Hopefully you're doing well. Who else is here with us? Hello, Constant Crazing. It's been a while since I've had the pleasure of speaking your name, so it's so good to see you. Hopefully you are well. Our friend from Colorado, Chris, my broom closet, as always. Hope you're doing well. Keep it up. You're going to be all right, and it's so good to see you, Chris. Hopefully you are well. Followed by Dawn. It's so good to see you. How are you? another Pennsylvanian. So who else is down here with us? Let's keep scrolling. We're going to try to say hello to as many people as possible because that's how we roll over here. How are you, Shannon? It's so good to see you, friend. Hopefully you're well. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Again, hope y'all are doing well. How are you, Laura? It's so good to see you. We got Tippy Winks checking in. Please give her a follow. Same avatar, same name right here on the tubes. Please follow her. You will not be sorry. It's so good to see you. Let's see who else is in the house down here with us. I'm scrolling as fast as I can. I see a couple duplicates. Hello. Speaking of our Instagram friend, there is Jennifer, also known as June Bug. So good to see you, friend. Please give her a follow over on Whatnot and over on Instagram. We got B and Marty checking in. It's so good to see you, Marty. Hope you're doing well, friend. Who else is in here? And I think we're down here to the bottom. I'm going to click on Karen G again, our official mod and bid ender. So again, guys, as we go live here tonight, myself and Amie have a fantastic sale in store for you. If you are not following Amie, please do so. She's charging toward the 4,000 mark for subscribers. I think you're
checked that today, Jason.
Far from that, Amie. So if by chance I see some new names, if you're not following her, please head on over, give her a follow. Her link is in the description. If you're watching this on a replay, go down there, make sure you follow her not only here, but over on Instagram. And if you haven't done so already, please give me a follow here. I could use all the subscribers that I could get along with the followers over on Instagram. What number are you at, Amie?
94.
94 to go.
Yeah.
Gosh, does that feel easy or does that feel difficult?
I don't know. I really don't know. Seems like I just hit 3,000 not very long ago. So right. I really don't know.
Right. Then some people, I don't know. I've heard some other channels say it's like once you get to the 5, it's in 6 is hard to hit. And then it picks up. I don't know. I'm just blessed we have who we have, the 32. I'll take that as a win. So, all right, we got Glowy Girl jumping in. Let's quickly say hello to Glowy. Hello, friend. I hope you're doing well. Amy's going to explain to us how the sale is going to work. Then let's promote what we're doing because you have a big sale tomorrow night. So let's promote that very quickly, and then we'll jump into the sale, and we'll chug to everyone's fantastic find. So
chug. All right. Welcome, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. If it's your very first time, we're going to talk about how the sale is going to work tonight in case you're not familiar. If you're coming over from Instagram, those work over there just may look a little bit different. So we will be doing auction style items tonight. So that means we'll give you a starting price and then you bid your bids down into the chat. And because YouTube always has a horrible lag, and it's no different this week that I've noticed, it's still pretty terrible. So you want to make sure you're in the best version of the chat that you possibly can be in. So first of all, you want to check that you're in live chat, all messages, not top chat. If you're in top chat, it might filter out some comments. You might not see everybody's comments. You might miss a bid. So always check and make sure you're in live chat, all messages. And then to combat the lag, especially if you plan on bidding on anything tonight, up here, if you tap the screen, if you're watching on a mobile device, so a tablet or a phone, those are going to be the best options for you. Versus a computer, it's always just a little bit slower. So if you touch right here, you'll find a little gear wheel icon. Hit playback speed, and if you scroll down and hit 2x, if you're lagging at all, we're going to sound really funny. We're going to talk like chipmunks until we're caught up to the most current that we can be. We do recommend that you do that as often as possible, just to refresh, so you don't have to exit out like we used to tell you to do. And then if you're on the computer, if you tap down here, you can find the gear wheel icon, playback speed 2x, same kind of deal. All right, so that's going to help you guys hopefully with the lag a little bit, although I wish we could just get rid of it totally. But that is the tools that we can recommend that you guys use. All right, so we're going to give you the starting price. Jason's going to pin it up here on the screen. If you're interested in bidding, all you have to do is type your bids down into the chat, and we will describe the item to you. We'll give you measurements. No any kind of issues, but do keep in mind, as we're showing you any vintage or antique items, we do our best to show you any kind of chips, cracks, repairs, anything that's notable so that you can make an informed decision whether you want to bid on that item or not. But do keep that in mind. And we'll do a countdown, and then the highest bid that we see before the official bid end of the lovely Karen Gillette will be the winner. We also do something here on Mother Tuckers called just in case. So what that means, it's kind of a security bid. If you're not familiar with this, we used to do this on Instagram way back in the day, but we do it over here. And if you guys don't want to utilize the just in case, you don't have to. It's just there as an option if you do. So we ask that you're an active bidder. So you've put at least one straight bid on the current item that is being shown in order to use the just in case during the countdown. So what the just in case is the max amount that you're willing to pay for the item with the letters JIC next to it. And so let's say the current item's at $50 and you're willing to pay up to $100. So during the countdown, as long as you put in a bid, you can put in JIC 100. And if your just in case is the highest before the bid end, we'll bid you up $1 over the next highest amount. But do keep in mind, if there are multiple just in case bids into the chat, those will turn into regular bids. Okay. So if you're not familiar with how that works, you can kind of see it play out live down in the chat, usually throughout the sale, to give you guys a little bit better idea. And if you don't want to use it, just put in the max that your highest bid for the item. That works too. So if you guys win an item tonight, very, very important, especially if you're a brand new buyer to either one of us, we do need some information from you. We need your YouTube screen name, your real name, your full shipping address, and an email that we can send your PayPal invoice to. We do both invoice and PayPal. If you don't have PayPal, that's okay. You can still shop with us. Just let us know that you want to check out as a guest when you send us that information. That way, when we send our invoices out, we can send you a direct link to your invoice, and then you can check out with any debit, credit, Venmo, or PayPal. Super easy. And our emails are on the screen currently. If you guys want to take a screenshot, you're welcome to do that to reference it later. Jason's also pinned it in a comment at the top of the chat. Our lovely mod squad does an awesome job putting that in there throughout the sale tonight. So it's pretty easy to find, also down in the description of the video. And I will say, as far as PayPal goes, very important, you guys, that you guys have your current address, your shipping address in PayPal. Here's why. Both Jason and I copy and paste that, whatever's in PayPal, and we put that on your shipping label. And if you've moved or you have a vacation home or something like that, you want to make sure wherever it's going to be shipped to is in PayPal, because that is the address that is protected by PayPal if something happens to the package or it goes lost. And that gets you the accurate tracking number on it as well. So that's very important. I haven't talked about that in a long time, but I've had some issues the past couple weeks with the address thing. So just check and make sure, even if you haven't looked in a while, just double check. So Jason and I both invoice in PayPal. We both utilize Pirate Ship to get you guys the discounted rates on shipping that we pass along to you guys. You guys pay the same amount that we do, but it's definitely much cheaper than the retail rate at the post office. That is for certain. I will be doing my invoicing on Friday this week. I ship from Michigan. I have a sale tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern on my channel with Catherine Young. So if you guys purchase anything from me tonight and you come over there and you get something else, as long as everything is safe and snug in the box and not too cramped, I'm happy to combine ship for you guys if you buy anything on Thursday. And I think that about covers it for me.
All right. I ship out of Pennsylvania. If you purchased from me during Marvelous Mother Tuckers Monday, that means you have an open box. That means if you purchase from me tonight and I can combine it safely, like Amie said, I will do so. I do all of my packaging and invoicing on Saturdays, which means you will not receive an invoice from me until probably Saturday evening. Tina's working at the shop this Saturday, so she does the invoicing part, so it might be later in the evening on Saturday, East Coast time. I also offer free pickup at the brick and mortar. So if you're interested in doing that, just correspond via the email that that's something you want to take advantage of. Once it's paid for, the invoice, then we'll communicate on when and how we get it up to the shop for you. Guys, if you ever have an open box with me and you want to close it, you can. You just have to make sure you communicate that with me. Usually I can get that squared away in under 24 hours. Once it's paid, usually next day can be shipped. So never feel like you have to keep an open box from me. I do have a busy week, so it might be good to keep an open box. Though tomorrow night, Tina's doing a vamp sale. She's doing a power hour at 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be fast-paced. It's going to be in and out, guys. We will stream here on our YouTube channel, but our goal is to be over within an hour. So come on over, score some vintage. It's going to be bam, 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 rapid fire. There'll be some fun things. She just found some new things at auction this week. Now, vamp sales can't be combined with this sale, so I am having an Instagram sale with the Valentinos on Friday night. That's 8 p.m. Eastern. And the Valentinos are Bill, Garden Guy Bill, John Everyday Holiday Displays, and Brian of Mid-Century Mister. Things behind me will be available on Friday on Instagram. So with that open box, if you purchase on Friday, I can combine it all for you and get it to you shipped safely. I think that's pretty much everything in a nutshell. Again, Karen G is our official mod and bid ender. We have Desert Gal Kim is our backup. Make sure you're subscribed to Amie. Hit that notification bell because her sale tomorrow night is going to be really fun. Her and Catherine always bring the good. We are going to say hello to some of our other friends that are popping in. Then we're going to jump into the sale. So the one, the only Karen Lord is checking in. It is so good to see you. Please make sure you follow our friend Perla. Perla's Precious. Same name, same channel. She does pop up live sales, so please give her a follow. There's our friend Noelle. Still jealous Tina got to meet you, and I did not. But
I know I'm a little sad that we couldn't coordinate those weeks.
Yeah,
together. Just a little bit.
I'm sure we'll all meet in the future. I'm sure we're all going to meet in the future. Hello, Tabitha. It's so good to see you. That's a new name to me. So it's so good to see you. Hopefully you're here for the evening with us. There is our friend Heather of Antique Agenda. Please give her a follow. She has a YouTube channel, same name, live sale. Really fun, curated vintage every single Sunday night. That is the place to be, I think, on Sunday nights. Spark Joy in Life. It's so good to see you, friend. Hopefully you're doing well. Kathy Plunkett. Hopefully you're doing well, thinking about you. You take care. It's so good to see you here in our chat tonight, guys. I hope you guys can hang around with us. And I think I covered everybody. And as we do something different and have Amie go first, if I miss you, hello, Lisa. It's good to see you, friend. It's never intentional. It's just because it jumped into the chat differently, and I'm sure I'll probably say hello to you 2 times in the future. So let me get myself all squared away here. I get Amie moved over here. And Amie, how much is your first item going to start?
Well, I have a choice for my first round. I'm trying to get them all on my little board here. Choice at 18, Jason. All right. So I have not come across, I've had whales before, but I've never come across flamingos. So I've got a choice of mini bone china goodness tonight. 2 harder to find animals, I will say, as far as miniature families go. So we've got 3 flamingos and 3 whales. So you're going to get either the whale family of 3 or the flamingo family of 3. Now there's no chips or repairs or anything going on with any of these guys. I'm very glad that my balancing is good today because the flamingo, she just wants to fly away. But I'm gonna show you each of these individually. All right, so the flamingos, no sticker. I think both of the sets don't have the little foil sticker that says bone china. All right, but Mama Flamingo, she's ready to fly the coop. She's got pretty blue eyes going on there now. She does measure 3 inches, and then she's got 2 little babies, and they're about the same size. The baby flamingos are about 1 3/4 inches tall for the 2 babies. Again, there's no chips or anything on these, and I whaley like the whales. I'm just saying. So I'm going to have the mermaid and the sea puns tonight. So just buckle up, you guys. So this is a mama whale. I don't come across whale stuff very often at all. It's one of the hardest sea creature things, I think, to find. And I love how they painted the eye. Kind of reminds me of, was it Maestro in Pinocchio? The big whale in Pinocchio. Yes. So this is the mama whale, also measures 3 inches. And then she also has 2 babies. And the babies here are different sizes. All right. So there's kind of a medium and then the little one. So the medium one is 2 1/4, and then the littlest one is 1 1/2. All right. And they all really good condition, no chipping, no repairs on anything. All right. So I see Vintage Chicky Shops in at 18. Thank you so much. So that is your choice of the whales or the flamingos, and winner can certainly take both sets if they would like as well. I don't find flamingo stuff up here in Michigan very often either.
Amie, you got a question. Hang on. They want to know, are those
the only flamingos you have? Shannon, I have a flamingo planter tonight too, but that's, yeah, just 2 flamingo things is what I have tonight. And
I have
those
flamingo
are the only whale things that I have.
I have flamingo things if you're interested.
Yes, I was going to say Jason has flamingo stuff too.
Yeah.
All right. So let me get caught up. I see Tina and Deanna put in bids, and then Chicky Shop's back in at 23. So we're looking for 24 or more on choice. I'm going to count it down. Not sure how terrible it is tonight, but I did forget to mention we will be doing 20-second countdowns. All right. But don't wait too long to put in any final bids or just in cases. So we don't want you guys to come in after the bid end. All right. So Deanna just popped in there with a 25. So we're looking for 26 or more on choice of mini families. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The whales might be Hagen Renaker. I could not find this exact set. They did a few different whale sets, and I don't think that the flamingos are Hagen Renaker. Those are more than likely Bradley.
There it is.
All right, there's a bid end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. All right, so before the bid end, Deanna had the high bid at 25. So Deanna, let me know if you want flamingos or whales. And if Deanna doesn't take both sets, Chicky Shop, you're on deck for second choice. And then Deanna was back at 20. And I think we had Tina in before that at 19.
Yep. Deanna wants your whales, Amie.
All right. Deanna wants the whales. All right. So Chicky Shop, let me know if you want the flamingos. Okay.
And then Tina, you'll be on deck if the flamingos aren't claimed. And Steel Whisper says she can speak whale. We got to talk sometime, Steel.
Really, Dee? I would love to hear that. You should send me a voice chat on Instagram. I want to hear it. All right. Chicky Shop, flamingos are yours. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. I'm going to bring something that I've never been able to bring to a live sale, and it's going to start at, I think, just $20. I have a Victorian hat pin. It's in very good condition. Let me show you all the great details on it. I checked. There we go. You can see it has the rhinestones and filigree at the top. I do believe that that is brass. It's like a hollow brass around on the middle to bottom there, and it has another little stone at the bottom. So the whole entire hat pin measures roughly about 8 inches. So just about 8 inches. I'm not sure if those little rhinestones are glass. They might be, especially considering the era of the hat pin, but I think this is a very neat, very ornate hat pin at just $20. And honestly, I can't touch these to normally bring to a live sale because they have become very, very collectible again. They're really fun to put into your displays. They're actually fun to use. Thank you so much, Patty. It's good to see you, Miss Patty, checking in from Jersey. She's in at 20. Thank you so much. And again, the top is in superb condition. All of the rhinestones are intact. You can see they do glisten. I suspect they are probably maybe Austrian or they're glass. I'm not too sure. They're too tiny for me to really do any testing.
Well, the fact that none of them are missing is pretty amazing.
Agreed. You're right, Amie. And you can see the filigree is in superb condition. There's no dents to the piece. There's no issues. Believe it or not, sometimes these hat pins, if they're not stored correctly, I have found them that they do sustain a dent. And there are flower motif there on that brass part. So those are little flowers. Not sure what style of flower, but that's what you can see right there. And the whole entire pin comes in, if my camera wants to cooperate, these cameras are acting ridiculous lately, is 8 inches long. So it's a gorgeous tall hat pin. So Thank you so much, Patty. It's good to see you, Helen. I'll highlight you in a moment. If you're not subscribed to Helen's channel, she is a New England thrifter. Please give her a follow. You will not be sorry. So again, this is a Victorian era hat pin in very good condition with filigree, rhinestones, and what I believe, we do believe that's brass there in the center, that it's hollow and that it is, pressed in like that with all that great detail. So let's go ahead and count it down. We're looking for 21 or more. We are doing just in case for active bidders from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Thank you, Heather. I see you in at 21. Looking for a 22 or the bid end. I was very excited, and I probably will have 3 more mixed in upcoming sales. So I'll probably have 3 more coming in upcoming sales. So there's our bid end. Patty, I'm so sorry. Your just in case did come in after the bid end on both devices. But Heather, congratulations. It's yours. And it's coming to you for $21. I get to send Happy Mail out to Heather. Thank you so much. And Patty, thank you for your bids as well.
I never see hat pins that are like affordable enough to get.
Never.
I never have. All right, $20, Jason.
All right.
All right. If you guys know me, you know I'm a ceramic person, but I'm also a book person. And this particular book, this version of this book, does not come around. There is one on eBay right now, but it's very spendy. But I found this at the end of the year last year, and I've been saving it for an under the sea themed kind of sale. And it is the Fairy Tales book by Hans Christian Andersen, and it's got 3 stories in here. All right. And this particular version, so it's a big golden book, and it is from 1964. It does have a little writing here where it was gifted in 1965. But the illustrations are everything in this book. If you've never seen this version before, it's pretty fantastic, especially if you like very mod stylized kind of graphics. The Little Mermaid story in here is really, really cool. Great illustrations. Of course, we've got the story that goes through there as well. But I did want to highlight some of the illustrations in here. Great for a backdrop for something. You could also scan these photos, craft with them, but just amazing illustrations in here.
I have never seen this book before, Amie.
It does not really come often. I've seen it one other time in the 12 years that I've been selling vintage. One time I've run across it. But I wanted to show you some of the pictures that are in here. Really nice and colorful. Not really any issues that I can tell you about. I wanted to show you all the Little Mermaid pictures in here, but there are 2 other stories that are in here as well. Look at this.
Oh, those butterflies are fantastic.
Look at that.
Wow.
Good? Yeah. So it's got the Princess and the Pea in here as well.
And what year's the book again, Amie?
It is 1964.
Okay, I was going to say
1964.
Very modern, it has a very like European kind of feel to it too, in the artistry.
And it's got the shepherdess and the chimney sweep in there as well. And it also has some fun graphics here on the back.
That would make great reading material in your mermaid bathroom, because I know we all need that token book in the bathroom, and that would be an epic book to pop in.
I don't see any interest in this. That's all right. You won't find it, so I'll bring it back at the recap. Thank you, guys.
All right. My next round is going to be choice, and it's going to be $18, and I have some bisque flapper girls. Now, they're in very good condition. They do have a little glow to them. I thought that they were unique because I don't often find them that they have the flapper girl bandana in their heads. So they have very judgment eyes, judgment on their face. So it's going to be choice at $18. They have jointed arms. They do say that they are made in Japan there on the back. I flipped her around pretty fast. Almost gave the poor girl whiplash. So $18 on choice. This one has a little pink. I'm sorry. This one has a little blue dress. And then this one has the little blue bandana. And then she has a little peachy pink dress. But then her little bandana is in pink. So, and they do stand on their own. Thank you, Tippy Winks. I see you're 18. They are a middle-sized, okay? They're kind of middle-sized for me. They're coming in at 5.5 inches tall. And on the back is where they say made in Japan. You guys can sort of see that coming through there. And their little arms, she's got a fist. Like she's a little angry. They're little angry ones. I haven't, usually the arms are doing the same thing when I find them. But these have just, they got a little curvature in the arm, which I thought was unique. And again, they are the same but different colors. All right, they do stand very good on their own. They are bisque porcelain. So Sherry is in at 19, looking for 20 or more. Let me show you the glow. So we got the glowing paint up here. So that's going to fluoresce. There we go. You can sort of see it fluoresce under black light. The whole pink does. And then when it comes to the blue one here, just a little rose here in the center fluoresces. But the paint on both faces are in superb condition. They have those long, great 1920s style lashes. They do have the details of the blushing on the face. And again, like I was saying, they have these different unique style arms. Usually they're both doing the same, but this one is curved up, which I thought was sort of unique.
Well, they look much easier that they could actually hold on to something.
You're right. You're right. And again, no chips, no cracks. They are marked made in Japan in the back. And these, I believe, are their little original gowns that they're supposed to be wearing. They actually came with, and I'll send it with them, somebody made dresses and put on top of them. So I will make sure that those little dresses come with them. They're makeshift with different fabrics. So I'll send them. But I think that's what saved their original little dresses. So let's count them down. We got a lot to get through tonight. We're looking for 20 or more. It will be on choice, and we'll call this one pink and this one blue. So just in case for active bidders, from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. Again, they're 5.5 inches tall. You can claim them both. If you just want one, it'll be pink or blue. And again, you can take both if you want. So I see you're just in case, Sherry. Thank you so much. I see Tippy in at 21. I saw Glowy right before the bid end with 25. There's our bid end. Thank you, Karen G. So with your just in case, Sherry, you get first choice at 26. Let me know if you wanted the pink one or the blue one, and you can take both. And then Glowy Girl, you will have backup at 25. But Sherry, you get first choice. You can pick pink. You want them both. They're both yours. Congratulations. And I will send those dresses along, so you have another dress for them. Thank you so much.
All right, 28, Jason. Okay. All right. If you guys didn't see my preview, everything I have tonight is like under the sea kind of related stuff. So you'll see a lot of sea life things tonight. So this is a planter, and it's got two really nice stylized angelfish swimming through the seaweed. This planter is really, really nice condition. It is made by Lefton. It's so there's the planter part. All right. It's made by Lefton. It doesn't have the foil sticker there on the bottom anymore. But they did a whole series of figurines and planters with the fish, some single, some double. And we've got kind of maroon striped there and more of a blue with little pops of yellow. Now I will say there's a tiniest little flea bite right here on the tip of that fin, and there's a little extra nubbin. I think that you can see that there's a little extra nubbin of ceramic right there that didn't come cleanly out of the mold. And besides that, really there's some crazing here on the back, but really that's it. I can't really complain because there's a lot of opportunities for chipping or breakage or something with all those fins, and it's in really, really nice condition. Measurement for this is 7 inches tall to the toppest fin there, 5 inches, and then 3.5. All right, so it's really nice detail, and they even took the time to paint the eyeballs on the other side, which sometimes manufacturers don't tend to do. But Lefton did pretty good job, high quality ceramic. So I'm glad that they took the time to not leave out any detail. And then we've got fish fins that are kind of flowing underneath. And I really like that they did the seaweed kind of 3-dimensional there on the side. All right. So I see Audrey's in at 35. Thank you so much. We are looking for 36 or more. I am going to count it down because we do have quite a bit of things to get to tonight. We want to get to your guys' community share following our sale as well. All right. So we're going to count it down. We're looking for 36 or more, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid and Dana Haynes. You might want to refresh. It looks like you're lagging quite a bit.
Yes. Please, I hope you're hearing us in time so you can get caught up. I hate that. I always feel like they're missing out.
All right, there's the bid end, the fishy bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so Buttermilk and Cream had the high bid at 38. Audrey came in there with that just in case. So Audrey's going to take it for 39. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Amie, that's such a fun planter. Congratulations, Audrey. All right, $20, guys. Let me get myself highlighted here. And I have one of these reverse etched, and I will put something else behind it. It's the little acrylic or lucite, and they call these the little aquariums, but they're these little acrylic
you had that at your house, didn't you not?
Yes, I did.
All right, I got to see that in person. Yes. It's really cool.
Yes, I did. And it's in very good condition. A lot of times these do get scuffs. It might have a little scuff here or there, but these are reverse etched. These were very popular in the 80s and the 90s, yet they have a very 1960s kind of feel. And they got 3 little goldfish in there with some seaweed going on up. And they're very collectible. Like you start researching these on eBay and stuff. My gosh, the folks love them. And I can see why, because it really looks like a little glass aquarium. And they did really good detail on all of the fish in there. I actually had a larger one I sold, 6 months ago or so with Amie. And then I found this one. And this one is on a little platform. So just $20 if anybody's interested. It measures about 5 by 5. So about 5 by 5. And it's reading true to color. They're kind of light gold. And then the one up top has the little orange flare to it. So then there is a little bit of color that's added into the seaweed, but in very good condition. Now, the base has some weird like haze to it, but that does not translate into the main part of it. So again, these are fun to mix in with your mermaids, with your fish, especially with summertime coming, if you guys do a summer style display. And again, it is reversed etched. So if I turn it around here, you can sort of see the indentation. So what they do is they, etch it into the back piece of acrylic or lucite, have you, and then they reverse paint it. So,
and if I remember correctly, the orange and the yellow that's on there, it's kind of pearly. Like,
yes,
it's not really showing so much on screen, but it's kind of pearlized paint. So it kind of gives the illusion that they're moving.
What's fun about this piece is if you uplight it, it's going to uplight through the whole piece. So if you have one of those light bases and you sit it on a light base, it's actually going to glow like a real aquarium sort of does. So I will wait a moment here for the lag so you guys can see how it does glow. I love lucite too, even the later lucite that is, the acrylic style. So there you can see $20 if anybody's interested. It is the lucite aquarium, which is what they have now named them. That's what they are. Beforehand, you'd see them in the mall kiosks and stuff back in the 80s and 90s that they were making all sorts of things. But I do love these fish. And we'll bring this back in the recap if anybody will be interested then. But it's $20. And we're going to move on to Miss Amie and keep the train moving along. All right, Miss Amie.
All right. 36, Jason.
Okay.
All right. I think I'm going to get my board here. I do have some glass tonight, and this is the first piece I have tonight. I'm not sure if many people know what this is, so I'll do my best to describe it to you. So this is Fostoria. This is Fostoria glass, and this is what is known as the flying fish vase. And it is in like a lavender purple. And if you can see, so now you're looking at the fish straight on. So we've got eyes, and then the mouth is here. And then these are supposed to be its fins as it's swimming. And then we've got the tail in the back. They did make these in several different colors. Green, blue, and clear are the most common. There's also a red one, but purple is the hardest to find in all of the colors. They also did some squatty fish that are more like candle holders. This one is actually meant to be more of a vase, and it's supposed to look like the fish is swimming. The only thing with it, there is a little scratch. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to pick it up. Maybe I can catch it in the light right there. Right there, there's a little scratch in the glass. I did clean this and polish it a little bit, but there is a little scratching right there in the glass. It's very hard to see, especially if you have it facing a certain way. And there's the bottom, nice and polished there on the bottom. There's no chipping on it, just that little scratch. And I was looking it over. There are two little pieces of captured flint in the base. I'm not sure I'm going to get those to focus either. There's two little captured flint pieces that are in there. So it's ash. When they made the piece, there's little pieces of ash that are caught in there. But nice and clear glass. I don't even see any bubbles or anything in there, and it is a lavender purple. See if I can try and show you the color a little bit better. Not really. It's definitely like a lilac lavender kind of purple, not like dark purple or anything like that. It does measure 7 inches tall and 3.5 at the widest where the tail is. But purple is not available online anywhere that I could find. Right now, I've only seen like a couple of these ever in the wild. They really don't come up very often. And usually when we talk about Fostoria, we're talking about the heirloom pieces, the opalescent splashing bowls and that sort of thing. But Fostoria did some other kind of pieces too, but I'm not seeing any interest in that. That's all right. We'll bring it back. 3-cap.
That is really fun, Amy. I have never seen one of those in person. $16 choice, and it's going to be what I'm going to call advertising. So maybe you guys want some new old stock. This will be your first choice. Both of the hairnets are identical. Now, the thing that will be different is the first choice will be you'll get the Nellie Martin with the little bobby pins in there. So these probably are from 30s through the 50s. So your first lot, so you'll get all 3 for 16, is you're going to get the new old stock. Gosh, this would be fun, especially if you guys decorate around your changing area. Maybe you guys have, maybe you're fortunate enough to have a walk-in closet, and you want to put some of the different, new old stock to decorate with, like Amie decorates her washroom where her washing machine is. Maybe you guys want to decorate your changing room or where you put on your makeup. So this will come along in the first lot. This is really, really fun, those graphics. I very seldom find new old stock bobby pins. I normally don't. And that, is completely full. Then each one of these still has the little hairnet in it. So this one is the Avalon hairnet. Really fun. I think that's a very great 1930s, during the war kind of portrait of a lovely woman. Again, that's paper. And I don't want to pull it out, but the hairnets, they are in there. So if you wanted to use them, you could. So, and then in the first lot as well, then you're going to get what I believe is more 1950s. And this is Tanny. So this is the invisible human hairnet. And she's very happy, Amie, that she has her
really happy, yeah.
She has her invisible hairnet. So that'll be the first choice. The second choice, you'll get both, identical new old stock. And then you're going to get the Lady Ellen. And these are to pin up your curls. And this is actually stuff y'all could use if you want to. But I think the graphics on these are very fun. At the store in Tina's cases where she sells jewelry, she kind of pops this stuff in with it, just kind of as decor, kind of accent your jewelry. So even if you guys had an area where you had jewelry, on display. Maybe you want to put some of these things in. Maybe you want to start collecting vintage hats. These kind of go with it. Maybe you guys collect different things that have to do with hairdressing. I know the hairdresser that I have, Dawn, she collects vintage things like this. They're just fun. So, and they'd be fun to put in a frame if you guys had, one of those frames that you guys could pop those things in. They're really, really fun. And they're very...
The graphics on those are amazing.
They are. And there were so many different hairnet companies that you could actually start collecting these. I know some folks tried to collect as many different ones as possible. So the way we'll claim them is we will claim this first one is Nellie. So you'll get Nellie, but she's serious. I'm an actress, everybody. I got my hairpin. So that's Nellie. And then we have, this one will be Ellen. So thank you, William. I got you in at 16. We're looking for 17 or more. Let's count these down. Choice on vintage. You're right, Heather. Great with a vintage comb collection or pantyhose boxes. You're exactly right. So 17 or more. Let's count them down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. No, you didn't, Kelly. It's coming up, I think, in a few rounds. So hold tight. It's coming in 2 rounds. Hang tight. William, I see you're just in case. God, these are advertisements that will never, ever, ever be duplicated. So that's an era that is long since gone. So William, my friend, thank you so much. It's 16. Let me know. This one is Nellie. Man, she's not fooling around. I'm Nellie. And then this one is going to be Ellen. So we got Ellen or Nellie, and you can take both if you want to, sir. But just let me know, William, if you want.
Does she really sound like that, Jason?
Rumor has it. Rumor has it. William, thank you so much.
All right, Nellie. All right. I do have a handmade item tonight. $40, Jason.
All right.
And I haven't brought one of these to a live sale in a long time. Maybe I had one last year. I can't remember. But this is out of my brain, my kitsch brain. So this is a Purrmaid, Purrmaid. So it's a cat, half mermaid. I thought I would bring one of these tonight, just because, I love to make these. I just haven't taken the time to make any in a long time. So she is kind of a minty green is her body. Okay. And she's got felt ears. I have made a little mod felt flower with a rhinestone for her ear. I do hand paint the face with textile acrylics. All right. So it's permanent on there. And then we've got a fun, like purpley batik kind of modern fabric, some vintage rickrack in the middle, and then vintage flower power realness fabric for the tail fin. I love this fabric. I also make hippos out of this fabric. It's one of my favorites. So the colors in this is turquoise, light blue, purple, like a sagey green, and then a bright, like kind of lime green. And I'll show you the back. So there she is. I have not signed this. I haven't decided where, like usually I autograph something on the dolls at least. I don't know where to sign this one. So she might not have a signature on her. I just can't find a good place. I need to get those little iron-on tags made, and then everything can have a signature. So she measures 15 inches tall to the top of the ears and about 11 inches to her arms. All right, so completely created by me, hand sewn. These take quite a while. While I was watching Heather's live sale on Sunday is when I was working on her into Monday. So I see Miss Karen Lord is in at 60. Thank you so much, you guys. So we're looking for 61. Or I'm going to try and get some more of these made to put over on Virtual Antique Marketplace. I'll try and get some more done, but I wanted to at least bring one tonight for the little under the sea. All right, so we're going to count this down. Yeah, I was thinking I do put a tramp stamp on the dolls, Terry, but I don't know. I don't know if that's the best place for it. All right, so we're going to count Purrmaid down. We're looking for 61 or more.
I was thinking the same thing, Patty.
19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end.
Heather's very creative. I like that idea about the seashell wrist.
A little seashell corsage.
Yeah. These are fantastic, Amie.
Thank you.
And you hand paint the whole face.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. I love the kitty mermaid bid end. All right, Karen Lord, you get my mermaid. Meow, meow. Congratulations. Thank you so much.
Hello, Peppermint Patty. Hello, Kimmery Ann. Welcome in, everybody. It's so good to see everybody. My next item is going to start at $40, okay? I am going to always make sure to keep in check when I call things rare or hard to find, okay? Victorian milk glass is not necessarily hard to find here in Pennsylvania, okay? But to find a dresser set with all 4 pieces that are hand-painted with no damage is a feat, okay? So, Dana, you are lagging, friend. Please refresh. Please refresh. If you are hearing us, please do. You're really lagging this time. I don't even know what we were at with 17. So
I don't either.
$40. It's the 4-piece, and most of its paint is intact. Okay. If you guys know, when it comes to the Victorian glass, usually this is all missing. Okay. So it is hand painted in not only pink, but it has this gorgeous blue here on the outside, okay? So this is the dresser tray. So this is the first piece of 4 that you're going to get. Seeing that this is all the original paint, that is very, very impressive. So it has the details of the flowers here on the handle. There are absolutely no chips at all to any of these pieces, which is amazing. There might be some roughness to the mold, but you're going to get all 4 pieces for $40. So in essence, that's $10 a piece. So the under tray here, let me check my measurements. Where was I at here? Okay, the largest tray here measures about 7 by 4. So it's about 7 by 4. So this is what you're going to, I can't really show you the Ring of Fire because they painted over it. So this is
it's like beyond amazing how much paint is on that.
It is. There is a little bit missing to those flowers, but honestly, that is nothing considering.
But the whole outer edge. That's,
yeah,
I never see those like that in that condition.
No, and this is about 100 years old, easily 100 years old. The fact that this much of this paint is still on here is a feat in and of itself. So that is your dresser tray. Okay, now let's get into what I'm going to call your pin dish. So this is your pin dish.
Wow.
Almost all the flour is still on there. And I thought the bottom with like the flared out kind of had a mermaid fin kind of.
It looks like a shell. Yeah.
So that's why I kind of brought it to pair with Amie tonight. Again, there are no chips or cracks. You are going to get what I'm calling a pin dish. Maybe somebody knows what this is called. Thank you, Catherine. I see you in for 40. If you guys know what this size dish would be called, I always call this a pin dish. But you can see most of the gorgeous, and it's like a, it's almost like a metallic blue that they have on there, along with the traditional gold detailing, and most of the flour is on. I've checked it over and over again for any chips. All I can find is mold roughness, okay? So there's that. There's the base on that. So this will be your second piece that you're going to get. So we're in at 40. We're looking for 41 or more. Again, these are Victorian. This would be their dresser set. I do believe that there could have been more pieces to it. There probably was, but only 4 of them survived. So now you have the smaller trinket dish. That would be a universal dish. Again, most of the flour is on there. I want to tell you that maybe some of it is missing, but I have to tell you that when they painted these like that, usually this is the way they painted them. If it's missing any, it's missing just a little bit. So Patty, thank you so much. This one mimics the larger one in size. So this is your little smaller trinket dish, let's call it. And it probably would have held maybe your colognes, your perfumes, whatever have you, used for jewelry. I'm sure there would have been more, but I do have 4 pieces. And then I do have the gorgeous round little powder jar, which this one probably has the most paint wear out of all of them. But look at the side of this. Like
Catherine, I don't understand either.
I mean, honestly,
like all these pieces.
Literally,
when it was just stored and never used.
when I brought this up to the counter at the antique store that I found it in, they gasped, seeing that they didn't know that it was in their store and that they couldn't have. And I actually passed it up. Me and Tina passed it up. Thank you, Gloria. And then I went back to retrieve it because I had regrets. So if you guys know this paint, you know, if you do a heavy buffing or heavy cleaning on it, you start to wear it off. And the fact that this is a minimal 100 years old, that there's this much of it left amazes me. So I'll quickly show you again. You get this, you get 4 pieces. You're going to get what I'm calling the powder jar. Again, no chips, no cracks. If there's anything, it is just, you know, paintware, just paintware. So, and then the shape of the jar mold, it is very unique. You are right, Catherine. And then you're going to get what I'm calling the trinket dish, which is smaller. It does mimic the larger one. Then you're going to get the pin dish. So you're going to get the gorgeous pin dish. Look at those colors. Look at that detail. Like, even if you guys had a spare bedroom, if you guys needed a gift for somebody, this would make an awesome wedding gift for somebody. It's just a very neat piece. And then this is the larger dresser tray. And again, can you imagine that that paint is still on there? Because, you know, you're having things put on it constantly. So let's do a countdown. We have Gloria in at 50. We're looking for 51 or more, and we are doing just in case for active bidders. So 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I see Noelle in at 60. We're looking for 61 or more, and you're getting all 4 pieces. Very good condition. No major damage, just some roughness because it's, you know, the mold, and that's the way they did it years ago. So thank you all for the bids. Thank you so much. I see them all. We're just waiting on that bid end from Karen G, which there it is. Thank you so much. So Noelle had a 163. Patty came in there with a 123, which means Noelle, you get the set of 4 for $124. Thank you so much. Amazing. Congratulations, Noelle. Wow. You're going to enjoy.
Wow. That's amazing. Like, maybe once in a while I'll see a piece that has good paint left on it like that, but not an entire dresser set. That's fantastic. All right. Mermaid alert. Mermaid alert. Before I give you guys a starting price, she's not perfect condition. Okay. So I want to disclose those things before I give you the starting price on her. I do know the current market value for this piece. All right. But she does have a couple little issues. So hopefully we can get, she is focused in nice. Now she's got 2 hairlines and 1 tiny flea bite. All right. The first hairline goes down. It kind of follows along the seaweed line and then down. It is very hard to see on the front. Okay. You can kind of see right in here, the first line. On this corner, there's a tiniest pinpoint flea bite. I can feel it with my finger. There's no chips repairs to the mermaid at all. The other hairline is here on the side. Hopefully you guys can see that. Right in there is the other hairline. She did have this present when I found it, but this is rare. I can say that with confidence, this is rare. Tina actually has the coordinating planner that goes with this. There's a sister planter. It is very hard to find. I only know 2 people on Instagram that actually own this planter. So with the damage being noted that she does have, the rest of her is in good condition. All right. This is going to start at $100. All right. If she was in perfect condition, she would not be coming to a YouTube live sale. All right. But I certainly have never come across a purple mermaid before. She's so good. I found her on the way out to visit Jason and Tina, and I did audibly gasp and squeal out loud because she is so hard to find. Now, she is made by Shafford. She does have the Shafford foil sticker there on the bottom. All right. And if you guys are familiar with Shafford, they did very high-end Christmas ceramics, everyday ceramics, all very good quality. And I love the movement in this piece. I love her hair. They even gave her little purple earrings. So again, I want to mention this. I'm glad that you guys are still interested in her, even though she's got a little bit of an issue. All right. There's a hairline that goes along the seaweed, harder to see on the front. The other one is here on the side that goes along this edge. All right. But, and she can hang on the wall. Although with her condition, I would recommend not hanging her on a wall. All right. There's the inside. Okay. Measurement for her, she does measure 4 by 3 by 5.5. All right. I am a ceramic nut. All right. So this made me very happy to find like a unicorn piece that somebody has been looking for. And that's why I still picked it up. She still has a lot of life left in her. Now I will say I take my time packing and make sure everything is padded very well. And if you guys get anything else from me, this will ship by itself. Just based on its fragility, it will be by itself. All right. So I'm going to count it down. I'm giving you guys heads up. We're going to count it down. If you guys have a bid in there already, you're welcome to utilize that just in case during the countdown, but don't wait too long. I don't want anybody to come after the bid end and be sad that they missed this. All right. So we're going to count it down just in cases. Final bids: 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end.
We got a lag on our end, Amie. We got a lag on our end.
Ooh, I can't look.
Hold on to your girdle, Myrtle. You're going to be able to buy new snow tires, Amie.
Oh my gosh. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Goodness gracious. All right. I'm going to set her down. All right. What do we have?
I don't even know where to highlight, Amie. The highest.
Flat bids.
It's Sandra. Amie is the highest. Yeah.
I'm just checking real quick in case we didn't miss anything.
Nope.
All right. I agree. It's Sandra D. She's coming. She's coming to you, Sandra. Congratulations. Thank you guys all for your bids. Thank you so much. Thank you guys for being here. Congratulations, Sandra. I know that she has some friends. Thank you so much.
Congratulations to everybody, and congratulations to you, Sandra and Amie. And Amie, I'd have highlighted all those, but they all came in all over the place. So
thank you guys. Truly. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so what did I do here? Let me get back here. Hold on here. I hit a button. I got so nervous I hit a button here. So let me see if I can escape back to that. There we go. Whew. Everybody, we got to refresh from that. We need to take a breather from that. Peppermint Patty, to answer your question, Tina has that mermaid. If you guys know,
there's a sister. She's in a different pose, but still purple. Coordinated. I've seen it. Tina has it.
But what I'm saying is that it's not Jason's. It belongs to Tina.
Tina's.
Tina's mermaid. So yes, we have one present, but it belongs to Tina. So calming down. We're going to go back in a little bit here. $20. Okay. And I have a gorgeous perfume. I do believe it's contemporary. I could not find a maker. But I do believe that it is sort of high end, and I believe it's from the 1990s. So the insert or the permanent piece is satin glass. The little stopper is brass. It does twist off, and it does have a little metal dabber. So it's $20. I'm not even going to speculate who made it, okay? It measures about 6 inches tall. I do believe it's 1990s. The bottom is metal with filigree, and it has all these gorgeous rhinestones, okay? So you have these
the butterfly.
You have the blue, you have the pink, and you have the purple rhinestone flowers. You have butterflies, and you have a bumblebee. There's a bumblebee there in the center. So whatever you guys are into, Audrey, thank you. If you're into the butterflies, if you're into the bumblebees, and I have looked this thing over carefully, there are no rhinestones missing. So it is this great little like 3-footed perfume. Again, I believe that the top is glass, but I'm not too sure. But I can tell you with certainty that it is brass, the dabber, and it does twist off. It does have the metal, little dabber. And this is a frosted glass, okay? There is just this weird little line on some parts. I didn't do my best to clean it off. I don't know if maybe this twists out and some of the metal filigree on the outside scratched it. I can't tell you that, but it still displays beautifully. So Glowy Girl, I see you in at 22. Thank you so much. Audrey is back in at 25. Again, the base is metal. It is like a brass color, and it has a repeating design that goes around with all these gorgeous rhinestones. I love the fact that there's a bee flying there kind of near the flowers, and there's two different bees. I think there's like three different bees that repeat all the way around with these gorgeous rhinestones. So there is no glow to the piece, but it's going to look very pretty in your displays of perfumes. So, and I tried to see if there was a name. The only name that came close is and I don't think it's it. So I don't even want to say it. So thank you so much, Patty. I see you in at 30. We're looking for 31 or more. Kelly is in at 30. Again, this sits on the 3 feet. Kind of looks like the bottom of a, like kind of a coat rack, you know what I mean? But it sits perfectly even. There's great detail even there, minimal, but down at the bottom, we get more detail. And then you have the repeating bees, butterflies, and flowers with the lavender.
Such a nice gift for somebody.
It would. And I was thinking even Mother's Day would be good too. So Kelly's in at 30. Thank you so much. Let's count this down. We're looking for 32 or more, just in case for active bidders from 20, 19, 18, 17. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And the beads, I forgot to tell you, they have like an amber style rhinestone in there. So Audrey's in at 35. You're right, William. It does. It has a very high class Saks Fifth Avenue kind of style. I do believe it's contemporary, meaning contemporary 1990s, maybe. I see you're just in case, Kelly, but Noelle got in there with a 46 right before the bid end. So Noelle, congratulations. It's going to look great with that vanity set. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Amie.
All right. We're going to do some antique. I didn't forget you antique lovers tonight now. Antique ephemera up next. $30, Jason.
All right.
I found this at the Collectors Carnival over the weekend. Both Misty and I were down shopping, Southern Indiana. I found some amazing ephemera. I can't wait to bring more of it. But this is and I brought this tonight not because it's got fairies in it, but because it's got mermaids in it. So this is a little fairy tale book. It is from the NK Fairbank Company, and it does have advertising in the back for the fairy soap. Okay, so I do want to note that it is separate from the cover. Okay, it is from 1898. So keep that in mind as you're looking at the illustrations in here, because they're pretty fantastic. So I'm going to keep the cover off so I can show you guys the rest of it. So it has a little poem for Fairbank's Fairy Soap here on the front, again from 1898. But I just fell in love with this the second I started going through it. Look at that spread right there.
Frameable.
Look at that. So we've got the mermaids. Look, she's got a little washing board. She's doing her laundry in a shell, and the crab is holding up a piece of fairy soap. And then there's a little poem. She's hanging out. Look, they're hanging up their shell bras to dry on the laundry line. How awesome is that? It's fantastic. So there is separation on the pages, but we've got meow meow. Little fairy and kitties dancing with the soap. I have to show you guys these pages because they're all fantastic. So if you like fairies and mermaids, you're going to like this. All right. So here is some more little fairies, Tom's bath. So each illustration has a little poem that goes along with it. Then we've got, look at her with her drying out the fairy wings.
That would go good with those Lefton figurines that you had? Like open that up with the little butterfly fairy girls?
Usually I leave a few pages for the winner to discover, but I did want to show all of them in here. A Song of Sleepy Land. So each one of these has the fairy soap incorporated it in some capacity. Then we've got Cinderella's Wedding. Look at this. So they're hauling in the soap on a cart, and she's in her lovely carriage. Look at Cinderella. That's fantastic. 1898, these illustrations. They were ahead of their time. I really think that. Super, super cute. I love that one. The little fairy girl. There's just a couple more left. We've got Golden Locks or Goldilocks there. So getting her hair done, getting her hair washed with the fairy soap. I loved this. One of my favorite guys at the show, he usually has tins and advertising, sometimes holiday stuff, and he brought bins of ephemera. And I was like, you've never brought ephemera before? And he was like, nope. And I was like, well, you can keep bringing it, and I'll keep going through it. Because it was all fantastic. All right, here's the last one, the Wise Old Fairy. And she is gathered around by all of her little fairy friends. And the fairy soap is on top of a mushroom. All right, and there's the little fairy soap. And here is the outside. I'll put that back in there. It does have some bending to the cover, but I think it's pretty fantastic for its age. All right, I see Robin is in at 33. Thank you so much. Measurement real quick. It does measure 4.5 by 7. All right. We're going to count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. If you guys like fairies, I found the most epic fairy book I've ever come across at the show. I don't know when it's coming, but it's coming soon.
Whew.
All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. All right. Some just in cases there at the end. We had Tippy Winks was at 36. Both Ariana and MJ put in a just in case of 40, and Robin came in there with a just in case of 51. So Robin's going to take it for 41. Congratulations, Robin. Thank you so much. Hello, Nate. Good to see you.
Some of our friends are jumping in. Like Amie said, hello, Nate. So good to see you. Make sure you're following him here on YouTube along with Katie. They have a very fun jewelry sale every single Saturday night. So make sure you're subscribed to their channels. Hello, Ariana. Of course, you guys know to go over and see her on Tuesday nights. Hello, Ruthie B. It's so good to see you, friend. And Freddie Fines, it is so good to see you here in the chat tonight. Hello, everybody. We hope you're all doing well. My next item is going to start at $30, okay? So this is a fabric doll. She's from the late 40s, and I think we made her up to the early 50s. She's a Georgine Novelties doll, okay? So she is the little Girl Scout or Brownie have you.
Oh, look at her.
The only condition issue is she should have had a hat, okay? So she's missing her hat. Now, the woman that I purchased this from had this for years, okay? She loved to have Girl Scout and Brownie things. So she added the little period correct celluloid or plastic little Brownies pin to her. So you're getting a twofer. So you're getting the doll. There is some condition issues with slight staining, but $30 gets you her, and she's from the late 60s, early 50s. Fabric face, fabric body. You get the little, so it's a twofer. That alone probably 15, then the other 15 for the doll. And there is a little Scout pin that she added too. So this little girl is complete. She has her little leather shoes. They are a little tethered. She has her little socks. She is a fabric body. She has her little undergarments on. So she has her little pants on there. The hair is in very good condition. I do believe that the bows are original ponytails to her. The only condition issues is we have a little bit of staining to the fabric arms. Here and over here, you can kind of see the discoloration. The face is in very good condition. Thank you, Robin. This is the predecessor to the stockinette dolls or the same kind of era, but this is a fabric face, and then everything is painted on the face. So she should have a hat. The hat is missing. I'm sure if you wanted to, you could find a hat maybe on eBay. This company made other dolls, so it shouldn't be that hard to find, but she is a Georgine Novelties doll, okay? So she is jointed enough where the way she's sewn that she can sit, you can move her arms, she can kick. I like to stretch, and I like to sell cookies. That's what she's
50.
I'm 50, and she loves cookies and long walks on the beach. So she measures when she stands about 14 inches tall. So I had her in a doll stand, and she looked really amazing in that. And then she's about 9 inches wide. So again, note we have a little bit of stainage going on. She was getting in the cookies. So she's got the cookies on her hand there. Little stainage there. But the important parts like her face, no stains. The shoes are still intact. There's the under part. I'm kicking. So there's the underparts of her shoes. But she's just adorable. Plus, since the hat's missing, I think that makes up for the fact that you're going to get the little Girl Scout pin along with it. And then you're also going to get the added, that's not original, you're going to get the little added Scout, maybe it's a little merit pin. Okay, so let's count her down. We're looking for 31 or more. We got Robin in at 30. Thank you so much. Let's count her down. We are doing just in case for active bidders, just in case somebody's coming in there. Robin, you might want to use it. So let's go ahead and count her down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid-end! I like to kick because I'm a Girl Scout and I'm selling cookies. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie, Amie?
Oh, that's a difficult question. I'm not prepared for. I like the coconut ones. I like the peanut butter ones. Okay. I like the shortbreads. Okay. I like the lemon ones. Okay. All
right. I like them all, she says.
Pretty much
all, Amie. Yeah. I like them all. Oh, I love a good thin
peanut butter are my favorite, though.
All right, Robin. Thank you so much. I love the peanut butter ones with a cup of coffee.
I am not a thin minced gal, though.
I love like them after.
I like mint and chocolate. I just don't like I don't know. Cookies.
We got to get Nate. We got to ship Nate Girl Scout cookies. He's never had them.
What?
Oh my God.
Nate. What?
We got to try to ship you some,
we
friend.
Don't have Girl Scout cookies in New Zealand?
No, I bet you they don't.
That's really sad. I'm sorry.
Nate, I'm going to talk to Katie. We're going to have to figure this out.
We're going to have to figure out. Yeah, we need to do a Girl Scout cookie emergency exchange.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. These are going to be hard to show. I don't know why I do this to myself. $20, Jason.
Okay.
I love the chain critters. I do, especially really kitschy ones, but they're so hard to show. So I'm going to try my best just to keep the board stable here. All right. So these are, as you can see, I had never run across these before. These are dolphins, chained dolphins with gigantic eyes. I can't. So these are made by Brins. Okay. And once upon a time, they would have had a little dollop of fur. I don't know why dolphins would have fur. Don't ask me. Sometimes kitsch isn't supposed to make sense.
Nope.
But they were supposed to have little tufts of fur on top of their head. That's no longer there. But there's a little bit of glue residue on the top of their heads. I'm going to set these down and try and show you the details of these a little bit better than me trying to balance them. All right. So there's just a couple little flea bites or rubs on the ceramic, besides the fact that they don't have fur. Now, right here, you can see on the top of Mama's head, there's kind of like, you can see there's a little dullness right there. I did try and clean these. It wouldn't come off. I didn't want to be too aggressive with them as they are cold painted. And the little baby dolphins also would have had up here a little tuft of fur. They did do some other kind of, there's like pigs and squirrels in this kind of same fashion that had like neon fur attached to their heads. But I had never seen these. didn't know they existed until I came across them. Now back here on Mama's fin, there's like a little rub of the ceramic right in there. And I'm looking at this baby here. There's a little flea bite on the flipper, but you can see it's marked Japan right here on the bottom. It would have had a little foil sticker that said Brins there on the bottom, but that's no longer there. So you can see that little rub on Mama's fin right there. So Mama measures 5 inches or 5 by 4. 5 by 4 is her sizing, and both of the babies are 2 1/4 by 1 1/2. The realm of chained critters is vast. I will say there's hundreds and hundreds of different varieties of chained ceramic families. And I can't believe I'd never seen this one before, but I loved it. All right. So, and you guys love it too. Thank you for liking the weird kitschy things, you guys. I know Jason and I are kitsch people at heart, so thank you guys for loving it as well. All right. So, we're going to count these down. If you guys are bidding, welcome to utilize the just in case. All right. Don't wait too long. We don't want anybody to come after the bid end. All right, we're going to count them down. I didn't measure the chain, but it looks to be probably about 6 inches of the chain length between the babies. All right, we're going to count them down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That's my best dolphin impression. That's all I got.
Somehow knew you were going to do that. So, in all the chained families that we've seen, I've never seen this set ever. Like, Amie, this is, where did you find this set?
The same place I found the mermaid.
I wonder if they came from the same person. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Probably. They probably came from the same person. Yeah.
All right.
All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Sherry, your just in case did come in after the bid end. All right. So Christy had a just in case of 115. Sherry had a just in case of 177. But Sandra came in with a just in case of 188. So Sandra at 178. Mm-hmm. Dolphins are coming home to you with your mermaid. Thank you so much.
And they're staying together. So that's if they came from the same family. So Kim, Desert Gal, Vintage Gal Pics, it's so good to see you. Hello, welcome everybody. All of our Instagram friends that are making their way over. It's so good to see you. Thank you so much, Karen G, for being our official mod and bid ender. We couldn't do it without you. Thank you, Kim. Desert Gal is what I was getting at. Thank you so much for being our backup mod and bid ender. So, guys, if you aren't subscribed to Amie, please do so. If you aren't subscribed to me over here, please do so as well. So again, I got to calm down and pick up after Amie's thing.
Sorry.
So we're going to dial it back for a minute, but I have to tell you that on a scale of uniqueness, I know it's a bell, but it is a Fenton bell, and it is in the plum color. So hello, Queso.
Queso says hello.
Queso loves my bell.
He does.
If you guys aren't familiar with the plum color by Fenton, it's not a color that comes around that often. It might be reading very purple to you. It is, but the plum is kind of a reddish cranberry color. So to find this bell, I actually had a green one a few sales back, and then I found this one. This one is even a little harder to find than the emerald one that I sold. So this is in the Lily of the Valley. It is in the plum color. It is the Carnival Opalescent. This is a gorgeous bell, okay? No chips, no cracks at all to report. It does light up very nice if you guys have I know, Ruthie, it's plum, and you know how hard it is to find plum Fenton, especially this era of it. If you guys should light it up with a light base, it's going to look very, very lovely. Look at all that great opalescent. You can see all the bells from the Lily of the Valley coming down. It measures completely with no chips or cracks, about 6.5 inches tall. So it's about 6.5 inches tall. Thank you, Dawn. This is a very stunning piece. I know bells get a bum rap, but I think this one gets a pass, because if you are going to just have one Fenton bell in your collection, I think this would be a great one to add. So it's about 3.5 inches across. It still has its little dinger or clapper, have you, and its little chain that holds it, and it has an okay ring to it. But we're not really going to ring this bell. We're just going to look how gorgeous the plum color is of this, along with the opal essence and the carnival effect. So Look how rich that is down there on the bottom.
You can put a little battery light under there and make it into a fairy lamp.
The little finial top part of the bell is even detailed as well with the little lily of the valley flower. These are very collectible. These were popular in the 1990s. They made a few colors of them, but the plum seems to be one of the harder ones to find. It's not that they're rare. It's just that you don't see them all that often. I do love the fact that here, the way the bell was made, you do have a clear part in the middle. So you do have some clear there in the middle, but you have very heavy iridescence to it. And like Amie was saying, if you did light it from underneath, it would just look gorgeous. It's a very, very neat piece of Fenton. Again, it is in the plum color. There you can see some more of it. And the other bell I had, I could not find where it was stamped Fenton. And I'll be darned if I can find it on this one. But again, if you know plum is not one of those colors.
I think the other one you have, wasn't it stamped up like where the clapper attaches to the... I feel like it was way up in there.
Oh, gosh, I've looked and looked and looked. And do you think I could find it? Oh, there it is. There it is. You were right, Amie. It is. It is stamped Fenton clear up on the inside there. So I've not seen any interest. That is okay. I know bells get a reputation. I'm okay with that. But it is in the plum, so I thought maybe somebody wanted an opportunity to own a piece of that, that Fenton made, the plum color, because you don't have an opportunity, especially at this price point. So I'm going to sit it to the side. We'll bring it back for the recap, and let's get Amie going with her next item.
What do I want to do next? Let's go back to Flamingo Town. $30, Jason. All right. So this is my only other flamingo I have for the sale tonight. It is a planter. All right. It's a large planter. Now, originally it would have had a little metal, like kind of stylized base that it would sit in with feet on it. I didn't find it with the holder. A lot of the times those go missing from these planters, but that's why it has kind of a lip down here where it would set into the metal holder to sit on your table. It is marked made in California here on the base, and it's lovely. It is beautiful. Now, I suspect that this is Maddox of California. They were pretty famous for their flamingos and kind of stylized parrots and things. And the way that it's painted makes me also suspect that. Very similar to Royal Copley, how theirs are painted, that sort of thing. I couldn't exactly find this one with identification on it necessarily, but that is my suspicion for it. It is really, really nice condition. The only notable thing, I was feeling around here, there's two tiniest little flea bites on the wingtips. I can feel it. If you guys, I learned this from George, the Antique Nomad. Don't use your fingers to feel for flea bites. Use like the pad of your hand. It's much thinner skin there, and you can kind of feel something there. So there is just little rough spots on the end of the wings. But I like that it's in movement. Like she's just landed in the pond.
They want to see the inside again.
Want to see the inside.
Yep. Sorry.
I don't suspect that there is a plant in here. I don't see any calcification or anything. I just couldn't get my hand in the flamingo crevice. I couldn't get... I gotta say crevice if I'm showing a planter. I couldn't get my hand in there. There's just a little like dust in there. I'll try and get a cloth inside there and kind of clean it out a little bit better. See if I can get a towel down in there. But otherwise, it's really, really nice condition. It is larger. It measures 6 1/4 by 6 1/2. Nice wingspan. Kind of reminds me of a swan as well. But it's not showing as bright pink on screen as it actually is in person. It's really bright pink, fades into the black wingtips, and then kind of an emerald green, almost a turquoise green at the bottom. All right, so I see buttermilk and creams in at 30. Thank you so much. Looking for 31 or more, I am going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. I don't know what flamingos sound like, so I'm not going to try and do a sound for that one.
They sound like, hey, I'm a flamingo.
I'm a flamingo.
Yeah. I'm a flamingo. I'm from Florida.
I'm from Florida. Yeah. All right, there's the flamingo bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so Patty Rose snuck in there right before Karen's bid end. So Patty, flamingo is flying to you. Thank you so much.
Karen, I got to give you credit. I struggled to find just different emojis. You guys with the bid ends, you do such a great job, because even for me to find like something different to put instead of like the atomic starburst, I struggle. So, $25, and I had great response from the first time I offered one of these, so I was fortunate enough to find another. This is a 1930s silhouette. I will be moving it around to get the glare off of it, but it's framed in its original frame. It still has its original backing on it, and this is a Richard Mira Works Incorporated, but this is known as the water carrier. Okay, so it has its original backing on it. These are really fun to collect. I believe this is like a Spanish style woman. You can see that she might be walking in the valley or the mountains of maybe Spain, I would like to think, and she has this water jug above her head. So you can see her lace dress. It's in very good condition. If you guys aren't familiar with these, they are reverse painted. So you have the black paint painted reversely onto the glass, so it causes the silhouette effect to it. And then they do paint a background on usually the cardboard that's on it. So Tippy Winks, I see you in at 25. Thank you so much. She is in very good condition. There's no damage to the glass, but this is very 1930s. The silhouettes were very in fashion. Hello, Laura. It's so good to see you. Circle 7 Farms is checking in. It measures about 11 by 8.5. So 11 by 8.5. Let's get in here and show you the great details on it. Again, sometimes they do get water damage. There's no water damage to this one. The only condition issue, and I'll leave it up to the new person, is it looks like when it was stored, this little hook here got bent. So what I would say is I would take that one out. I wouldn't try to bend it back because you might ruin the frame. I would just take it out and try to put in a new one. So, and honestly, I don't know that I would use these old ones. I might try to add something new to the top. So that's the only condition issue. And the background sort of has a very, very faint browns, very faint, maybe copper tones in the back. It's supposed to mimic a sunset. And when the natural light hits those browns and things, it gives you the effect of like a summer Spanish style sunset. So I'm holding it back so far so you can get the full effect of it, because when I get it up close, we start to get a glare on it. But again, no chips, no cracks from the 1930s. She is the water carrier. She does have her original back on the original cardboard. I would take those off. I'll let the new owner deal with that. These look great in an easel. They look great on a gallery wall. They look great with some of the convexed glass ones when they're the silhouettes. But this one is very unique, especially the fact I think the last one I had was just a normal style girl. This one definitely has a Spanish flair. Again, you can see the Spanish style lace, and then you can just faintly see where she's holding the jug up with her hand. So thank you for the bids. Robin's in at 26, so we're looking for 27 or more. Let's count her down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The wood is the frame is wood. It is period correct, and it does have that gold style paint on it. The frame is gorgeous, but just you want to tend to that little eye screw there. Straighten it out. Don't bend it or you'll probably break the wood. So thank you, Karen G, so much. Look at that. She's got the salsa girl and everything. Okay, thank you. Tippy Winks had a 27. So that means Robin gets it for $28. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Sometimes I think Ruthie and Karen have different emojis than I have on my phone.
I agree.
So I don't know. I don't know where you find your emojis, but I don't have some of those.
You get them at the emoji store, Amy.
The emoji store. Sure. Okay. 15, Jason.
Okay.
All right. I do have a little piece of Fenton myself tonight, and it's just a wee baby. I love these smaller vases. I don't know why I love the teeny tiny ones. As opposed, like, I like a good swung vase, don't get me wrong, but I like these smaller ones because you can kind of tuck them in between larger things, or if you don't have a lot of space. So this is blue stretch glass, and it is iridescent, stretched. The color for this, I was able to find, it's called Velva Blue. It's definitely like a very like light sky blue, as best. It's reading pretty true to color on screen. It's not like leaning toward like an icy blue at all. It's very like sky light blue. And it does have a Fenton mark here right there on the bottom, and it does have an 8 in the circle, so that tells me it was made in the 80s. No chips, no cracks, anything on it. I do like the stretch glass. It's really not picking up the iridescence on it as much as I would like it to, but it does have the crackling when it was stretched, and it does have a little bit of rainbow effect in the stretch. You can kind of see it does have a texture when you run your hand over it for the stretch glass, and just like a little, you know, I didn't count those. I wouldn't call those fingers.
They're
I think there's 8 like little petals, as I guess is what I would call that. It does glow a very faint green, so that kind of tells me there's manganese in there. It's not like going to light up like uranium or anything like that, but it does have a glow. And I forgot to mention my Fostoria fish has a pink glow on it. I wrote it down too, and I forgot to mention it. But it's just a little guy. It measures 8 inches tall, 8 inches, and that's it. I really like it. I don't think I'm going to get the glow to show on now. I need to charge my light. That's part of the problem. Yeah, I guess I brought it tonight because it kind of reminded me of water.
It does.
I brought it tonight, but.
And that stretch effect is so hard to find those pieces, especially in the colors of the 80s and 90s that Fenton did. Yeah.
Usually it's the bowls. Usually it's in the stretch glass. Usually it's the bigger like console bowls or compotes or something like that is usually what I see the stretch glass in. But I don't run across these little baby vases very often. If I do, they're more like depression glass ones. Well,
yeah, and you need those, especially if you're doing a display of vases. You need the tiny ones to make the big ones look even bigger, you know?
Right. That's true.
You know?
All right. I see Miss Tina's in at 15. Thank you so much. We're going to count it down so we can keep it moving. We're looking for 16 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid. And I agree, Mary Beth, with some Sabino glass. It would look really pretty. It's very icy.
There it is.
All right, there's a bid end from Karen. Tina, you were the only person bidding, so it's going to be yours for $15 because you outbid yourself. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you. And guys, make sure you're subscribed to Amie. Make sure you hit the notification bell because tomorrow night she has a really epic sale with Catherine Young. Everything gets started at 8 p.m. Eastern over on Amie's channel.
7.
Yep. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was 8 tomorrow. Okay.
7 tomorrow. Yep.
All right. Well, then I better learn to read because I thought that it was 8 o'clock. So make sure you guys head on over there and show Amie and Catherine some support. So. All right, my next item is going to start at $20, and it is a more contemporary hat pin holder. Okay, it is porcelain, but it's in very good condition. Okay, you are going to get the small hat pins with it. Okay, so you're going to get it all for one money. So I'm not sure the manufacturer of it. That is what the bottom. Let me spin it around here. I will pull the little tiny hat pins out to show you. But that's what the base looks like. I tried to Google image. I couldn't find anything. And I couldn't read what was down there in the bottom, okay? Although I do believe that this is probably from the 1990s.
It says Limoges.
Does it say Limoges on it?
It does.
All right. Well, then it is a more contemporary Limoges piece. And we're starting it just at the whopping price of $20. So you're going to get 9 of these smaller little hat pins that are going to come with it. This one has the little black top. So then some of them have like a pearlized top. So I know these, let me show you these. I mean, these can go for a few dollars here or there. They're more utilitarian than they are anything. So you get those. You get a total of 9. I think it's half and half that are the little black tips. Okay. And then a couple of them are the little pearlescent tips. Okay. So you get all of those. And then this measures just about 6 inches tall. So it is about 6 inches tall. I do believe that is a transfer. That's definitely not hand painted. If anything's hand painted, usually they were known to paint some of the gold. But the underplate, which is attached, I think is just as gorgeous. They did a very good job on it. Thank you, Amie, for seeing that it was Limoges, how you saw it. And I even had the magnifier out, couldn't read it. God forbid. And it measures about 4.5 inches wide. So if you guys are looking for a hat pin holder, this would be great. You do get all of the little hat pins that come with it. You get a total of 9 of the smaller ones, and they're just your normal tips. I think some of the tips are glass. Yeah, all of the tips are glass on those little hat pins. So those are sort of collectible in and of themselves. They're not the large ornate ones like I showed earlier. So there is another one for you to see, and I'm just going to tuck them all back in here. And again, I believe this is a later piece, maybe 1990s, maybe late 1980s. It's going to go well with your older porcelain pieces. And I just love the color. And it kind of went with my theme for this evening of colors. Like if you saw the vanity set that I had earlier, to me, I thought this was kind of a newer take on it. It has the cobalt, the gold painting, and the flowers on it. So we're in at 21 right now with Robin. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead and do a countdown. We are looking for 22 or more. And let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. No, Heather, I agree with you. You're right. That's what I was saying. This, I believe, is a transfer, but I believe all of the gold details is probably hand painted. Some of the flowers could be, but I would feel only safe in saying that I'm sure that the gold details were hand painted. So thank you so much, Tina, for the nice compliment. Thank you so much. Congratulations, Robin. It's coming to you for $21. All right, Miss Amie.
Let's do $10, Jason.
Okay.
All right. So this is my only turtle of the sale. And he's posing for his senior photos. I'm pretty sure I did that same pose in my senior photos. I would have to dig that out to verify, but I'm pretty sure. And he is made by Norcrest. And there is a whole series of these little turtles. There's also frogs, but there's a whole series of little turtles in different little poses. But he's darn cute. I only found the one. I wish there were some brothers that I could bring with him, but it's just the one. He's just lounging, watching, Saturday afternoon cartoons or something like that. There's not any chipping to him, but there's a little extra nubbin right there of ceramic on the little shell bit there. It is a little rough. That's why I wanted to note it, but it's not a chip. It's just extra ceramic. Would have had a little Norcrest foil sticker there. It's no longer there on the bottom, but no chipping to him. He's just darn cute. Little turtle. I like that they gave him a little, I don't think turtles really have hair in real life, but I like that they gave him a little tuft of hair to comb at the front. And so cute. He measures 2 3/4 by 2. So he's not super large. Definitely could probably fit on a printer's tray if you do like a little miniature shelf or something like that. I think he's small enough to fit in one of those little cubbies. He's not a miniature, but he's definitely smaller. I see Miss Catherine is in at 10. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 11 or more on Mr. Turtle. And we're going to count Turtle down since we still have a few more rounds after this, and we want to get through those and get to your guys' fantastic finds as well. So we're going to count Turtle down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one bid end. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to dig out my senior photos because I also have one on a skateboard. Yeah, and playing guitar. I have one playing guitar as well.
That I would love.
I had a whole different life in high school. Let me tell you. Yeah.
I kind of want to see these now, Amy.
All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Catherine, Turtle is coming to you. Thank you so much.
He's striking a pose for you, Catherine. He is so stinking cute. All right. My next round is going to be choice on glass, okay? They're kind of both pink, or they're kind of in the world of pink. So I found them together. I wanted to offer them together because they kind of, on choice, they kind of went with my theme. So this is a gorgeous piece of Venetian glass. I sort of had one of these probably maybe 5 months ago. So it does have a very abstract look about it, maybe almost a leaf look about it. It does have stylized bullicante, but I'm very certain that this is a piece of Venetian. So it's not necessarily Murano, although it does have the polished bottom. And it's a gorgeous piece of cranberry glass. So I kind of thought it went with my theme for the evening. It measures about 6.5 in diameter. There are no chips, there are no cracks, and you guys can see the gorgeous bullicante. So it is not necessarily as in line as a piece of Murano would be, but it is Italian glass, seeing that it is from the Venetian era, the Venetian era. What word am I looking for? It comes from Italy. So, and I'm pretty sure it is Venetian glass. Boy, words can be tough. So this is your first choice at just $18. So if you wanted to get a nice little candy dish, trinket dish, that would be a nice piece. This, I believe, is made by Imperial. This is probably an early American pressed glass mold that they did a little later. It's in this gorgeous pink, reading true to color. It's almost so bright. It is a divided dish, okay? I do believe this is probably a divided relish, but I brought it because I thought this would make a great tray to use to divide your jewelry, okay? If you guys were looking for a very hardy piece of glass with some sawtooth, double handle, you could definitely add this to your pink depression glass pieces and use it on your dinner table, but I was bringing it thinking that this would be a fun dish to kind of mix out maybe your rings, your earrings, things like that. Kind of use it as a vanity.
Four different kinds of cheeses.
That too. It'd make a great charcuterie board. And it's very, very vibrant, a gorgeous piece. This is pressed. It is not cut. This is pressed glass. And I do believe that this is made by the Imperial Company. There are no chips to any of these sawtooth details. A lot of times that's where your damage occurs. There is none. There might be a little mold roughness up here around the handles, but this is just a nice, hardy, gorgeous piece of depression glass. And I do believe Imperial made it. So the measurements on this are about 10.5. So it's about 10.5 across, and it's about 7.5 that way. Again, look at some of the hob stars in there, some of the pinwheel effects to it. I mean, it just glistens, and it is a very vibrant, bright pink piece of glass that I do believe is made by Imperial. And then I do have a gorgeous piece of Italian glass. I do believe it's Venetian, which is in the area of Murano with the bullicante. It is cranberry. It kind of matched with the bell. That was the reason why I brought it. I thought that cranberry would pull out, the plum color of the Fenton bell. I just thought they kind of matched together. Plus, I was trying to stretch and go as nautical as I could, and I thought they kind of looked like sea bubbles in there, the bullicante. One more great thing about these little bowls is they do make great little votives. So let me go ahead and pop a candle in there. So with summer approaching, I know we all like to take our little citronella candles outside, and this would be a great little bougie piece of glass for $18. You guys could take out to your patios. You could use as nightlight or an ambiance, or even in your mid-century living room. So it's $18 choice, but I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. We'll bring them back in the recap, and we'll get Amie going. All right, Amie.
Okay, $12, Jason. Okay. I have this fun shell. Now, it is an ashtray, but I feel like I don't always pick up ashtrays, but I feel like that this could serve some different purposes. I feel like you could obviously put jewelry in there, but you could keep it next to the sink. You could put like a scrubby in there, or a sponge. something like that. Or if you had a mermaid figurine, you could tuck her in there and have her peeking out of the shell. It is made by NAPCO and PY. It does have both markings there on the bottom, which I will say is not typical for either company. There are very few pieces that are marked both PY and NAPCO on the bottom, but it does have the foil sticker there. There is some little applied, little things to not scratch your furniture. I see that there was once upon a time another one on that corner. That one is gone, but it's getting washed out. It's light pink. The shell bit in between the stripes. So it's green stripes and light pink striping there on the shell. I just really liked it. I thought it was unusual. I did know that they made another shell ashtray in a different shaped shell as well. A little stuffed hermit crab would look really cute. Like, I don't know if Steiff made a crab. I'd really have to look at my catalogs. I don't know if they made one, but that would look really cute coming out of the shell. There's just a couple little flea bites on it. I was trying to find them again. Right here on the edge of that one, there's a tiny little flea bite. And I feel like there was another one. Maybe I'm imagining it. I think there was a second one, but I can't find it. But they're very, very tiny. Otherwise, it's really, really nice condition. Mid-century from the 50s. So good condition on there. And just the little feet. I think that those could probably come off fairly. This is just like a little piece of foam. And then the other one is a little felt pad. But I feel like it could come off of there if you didn't want that. Measurement, it is 5 by 5 1/4. 5 by 5 1/4 is the size there. I'm not seeing any interest in this. That's all right. I'll bring it back at the recap.
All right, Amie, bear with me. I'm switching stuff around here.
Oh, that's all right.
All right. Oh, you got a bid.
I see, Marty. Marty, I did get your email. I forgot to message you back in the chat. I did get your email. All right. So we're going to count shell down, looking for 13 or more. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, bid end. I also thought it'd be pretty with pearls, like string of pearls, necklaces, like kind of spilling out of it. Good for your mermaid bathroom. I haven't said that one time tonight.
And we have one of those in our mermaid bathroom with air plants in it.
Oh, do you? Oh, air plants. That's a good idea. I didn't even think of that. All right. There's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. Marty, your first purchase, I believe. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
All right, gang. It's $12 choice. Now, summertime's a coming, okay? And I was trying to bring my nautical themed things. So I have choice on glass swizzle sticks. Okay, these are hand-blown swizzle sticks. I believe they're contemporary in the aspect that they're probably from the 1990s. So the first set of 4 are these glass palm trees. Okay, so $12, you're going to get a set of 4 palm trees or a set of 4 what I believe are flamingos. So these make great housewarming gifts. These are fun to use with summertime coming. And the fact that they are all applied little leaves to make these trees is just phenomenal. So there is your base. It's reading black on the screen, but the base, hold on, if I can get it to catch, it's green. So the little stir part at the base is the same green as the top of the trees. And swizzle sticks are very collectible. They're great barware. And the fact that these little trees have no damage on them is amazing. What else is fun with these is if you don't want to use these and you don't want to use them as barware, they're fun to pop into your plants. So if you wanted to kind of decorate your plants for the season, these are really fun. So the first set, which are the palm trees, the full length of these, the full glass length of these is about 7.5 inches. So there's awesome detail on those trees. I looked them over 2 or 3 times. I could not find a lick of damage. Thank you so much, Mary Beth. So we're looking for 13 or more, and this is your first choice, which is the palm trees. The second choice are these flamingos, and I do believe these are flamingos. They got pretty big beaks on them, and they kind of added the pink just in little spots. But what's so great about it is, now I don't know that they were like, quote, cold painted and they're missing any. I think they just added some of it in. Maybe it is cold painted, but there's enough there that when the light hits it, they fully look pink. Let me see if we can get this to focus. There we go. So again, these are about the same exact size of the palm tree ones. They're about 7.5. And the base on this, yeah, they're either red or they're like a dark amethyst. I'm sorry, they're black or dark amethyst. So this will be your second set to choose from. You'll get a set of 4, what I believe are flamingos. I'm pretty sure they're flamingos. Wouldn't you say they're flamingos, Amie? I
think so. They look like flamingos. Like,
I mean, they're just fun for the season. They
look like they have toucan beaks.
They kind of do, but they're fun. They're kind of kitschy. And if you get both sets, you could mix or match your flamingos in with your trees. The research I did, they didn't come mixed and matched. So you're going to get either the set of 4 flamingos or you're going to get a set of 4 of the palm trees. So we're looking for 13 or more. They are the blown glass, very prone, to break if you're, not careful with them. But these are in superb condition. All right, Gavin, you say they're flamingos. They are definitely flamingos. And I'm in love with the palm trees. And even the fact that they put a little dollop of the amber there to be like a little coconut in the tree, I think just amazes me. It kind of pulls it all together. So we're going to do a countdown. Mary Beth, you have the top bid. You can pick which set you want, flamingo set or palm tree set. We're looking for 13 or more. They are super cute flamingos. You're right, Steele. So we're looking for, I see buttermilk in at 13. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 14 or more. You can pick a set of 4 flamingos or a set of 4 palm trees. So just in case is in play for active bidders, let's count it down from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. That was a collection I regretted selling. I used to have a swizzle stick collection. Got rid of it. My heart wants me to collect them again, but just ain't going to do it. Just not going to do it. So buttermilk, you had the bid at 13, but Mary Beth came in with a 22 right before the bid end. So with a just in case of 22, Mary Beth, you get first choice at 14. Let me know if you wanted the palm trees or the flamingos. Again, they're sets of 4 with no damage. You can, okay, they're both yours. Happy summer cocktails. Thank you so much, Mary Beth.
All right, $8, Jason.
Okay.
All right, I do have, hopefully this will focus. Yay! I have a little brooch tonight, and I have had this thing. I don't even know. I think I found it in January. I was like, I got to save that. So maybe I can find some more under the sea things. It's just a little scatter pin size. I'll give you the measurements here in a minute, but it's just a little fish, but the bubbles that it's swimming in are little pieces of shell. I don't know if that's coming across, but little like mother of pearl, little round things to represent the bubbles going on. There's a teeny tiny little green rhinestone for the eye. And then the colors in the fish are orange and yellow. And it's kind of like a silvery, like a mixture between silver and gold kind of tone for the body of the fish, and then the other little bubbles that are in there. It does have a safety clasp. I had to unhook it because there wasn't enough room for the clip to go in there, but it does have a safety clasp on there. Good working condition. I will say that the pin itself extends just a tad past the clasp. And you can see that the mother of pearl, you can see the top there peeking at the back. There's no maker's mark on it at all, but it's in good condition as far as I know. I think it was just cute and little, especially if you like sea creatures. I don't see sea creature brooches or pins, jewelry in general very much. If I do, they're very big rhinestone pieces, but I just like this one because it's very little. So it measures 1.5 by 1. So that's it. I think you could wear, you could wear it on a collar. You could wear it on a jacket. It would also look cute on a hat, I think, as well. I just think it was cute and little.
I love the bubbles, Amie.
I like the bubbles too. I think that's my favorite part of it, the little shell bubbles. I think it was cute, but yes.
And that would be neat if you had a little tchotchke shelf or something to tuck in if you do a nautical theme, or if you even had like the crab netting. Me and Tina thought about this. Tina has like some of her brooches that are like mermaid or fish themed. If you had that little netting and you started collecting these little fish,
little fish pins,
they look like they're swimming.
I just picked it up because it was unusual. I'd not seen one like that before. I'm not seeing any interest in it. That's all right. We'll bring it back at the recap.
All right. Let me switch on over here. So, yes, it would look good in a little curio cabinet. You're exactly right. All right. $20. Again, go with me, guys. Thinking summertime, you're going to be decorating this kind of themed stuff here very shortly because Memorial Day is the end of the month. And it goes along with Amie's nautical theme. So I have this really, really cute, made in Japan. I'm calling him a little parrot. He's in very good condition. And if you guys know these kind of figurines, they're very susceptible to paint wear. If people didn't take good care of them, the way they airbrushed them and painted them, they would lose a lot of their cold paint. He has a lot of his paint still intact, almost all of it. They did a great detail with his eye. He has this great reddish orange crown here on the top of his head. There are no chips. There are no cracks. He's on this like stump kind of tree, not even any chips on the tail feathers whatsoever. He is just a gorgeous, very summer, very tropical figurine that's going to look great in your displays. Now, he has remnants of a made in Japan sticker on the bottom. So he's probably from the 1960s. There's some kind of large sticker that was on the bottom here. I'll tilt it so you can see how it's still on there. I tried to remove it. I don't know if the previous owner, the person that sold it, got it at a store that had a big gaudy sticker on it. I didn't. They had tape on it when I bought it. So I got that off. So the piece is really, really neat. If you guys do like your Jimmy Buffett's, if you do your, those kind of themes, like even if you would put like a Jimmy Buffett record, you could put this in the front. I was thinking luau, hanging out with the mermaids kind of feel.
Well, I agree with Dee that it's a good pirate parrot.
It is. It absolutely is. And honestly, when you talk about these kind of figurines, these don't come around that often. When they do, they're missing almost all their cold paint. Basically, for the 60s, this was great detail. The fact that they were able to airbrush it to make it look very realistic. This was a big deal. Unlike today, we take for granted when you go and you find these resin figurines that look like they're real. For the 60s, this was like as real as you could get. So it measures about 8 inches tall by about 4 inches wide. It is made of ceramic. There are absolutely no chips, no cracks to the piece. You can see where they kind of ombrated it out. The color kind of changed. And again, he would look great in your summer decor if you guys do a tiki bar, if you guys, are into like the tropical theme. Look at that blue eye and the top of his crown. Again, no chips to the beak, no nothing. So we're going to bring him back in the recap because we have a few more rounds to get to. He is just $20 if anybody is interested. And we're going to switch back over to Amie. All right, Miss Amie.
All right, we should have 2 more rounds, I think.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
16, Jason.
All right.
All right. This is my last fish item of the sale. And he is a wall pocket. He's a wall pocket planter. And again, I can only get my hands so far. And Dusty, I won't say fish crevice. Okay, I won't say it. I did say it, but I'm not gonna. All right. So this is made by Ceramicraft. They were pretty famous by doing lots of wallfish, seahorses, mermaids, and the like in the 50s. They were pretty well known for doing their aquatic life for their pieces. And they did make this fish wall pocket, I do know, in 3 different colorways. I've actually sold all 3 different colorways. But you can see there's a little pop of gold paint, kind of accenting the little fins there. And I like the big stylized eye. Not as realistic. I like that it's just simple in design. So the colors in this are green, kind of a rusty brown, and a little bit of like gold like coloring, like goldenrod. There we go. That's the color I was looking for. And plus the little gold paint accent. It does have some crazing present. There was one little flea bite. It's on the very end of this tip, although it happened a long time ago. It blends in pretty well. It's not very noticeable on the tip. It's not stark white there on the end because it is kind of faded on the end of the tips. It did happen quite a while ago. It does have the hole in the back, and it has little raised bits to kind of keep it more flush against the wall. This one is not one that was made where it could just sit flat as a planter. This one does have to hang. I feel like maybe if you got a plate rack, and it could probably lean okay if you wanted to display it that way, but it was meant to hang. I think that would look also cute with a little air plant, maybe mimicking seaweed or something coming out of the top. It's not super large. It does measure 5.5 by 6 3/4. So that's the sizing there. The largest ceramic craft fish I sold on Instagram, I want to say 2019. And it was like, it was this big. And it went to the U.S. Virgin Islands. Wow. I had to ship it there. And she collected them, and she didn't have that large one. She had the babies that went with it, but she didn't have the large one. But I vowed to never buy one that big again. It was huge. I see Deborah's in at 16. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 17 or more. I am going to count it down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fishy bit end.
Amie, have you ever seen those, the same fish, but they're affixed to the metal back?
Yep, I have had one of those before. Yep. Actually, the same color fish I had on the black metal. Yep. All right, there's the bit end from Karen. Thank you so much, Karen. So Deborah, fish is swimming your way. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, and thank you so much for hanging out with me and Amie for fantastic finds on a Wednesday night. If you aren't subscribed to her channel, please do so. If you are not subscribed to mine, please do so. Every little subscription helps us grow our small business. Please, 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 if you're not, please do so. And Karen G, thank you so much for being our official mod and bid ender. And Kim, thank you so much as well. So $20. This is an adult figurine, which I don't find them all that often. So there is the little original sticker. You can see her little feet right there. Now, you know, Amie brought mermaids, so I thought she could be your little shell princess. Doesn't her bonnet
look like her hat looks like she's in a shell?
It looks like she's in a shell. So for $22, you're going to get this cute little dainty porcelain girl figurine. She has the lace that is what they do is I know that Amie and Bill have told you guys this, but the lace, they dip it in ceramic so it hardens, and then they apply it to the figurine. There is absolutely no damage to any of that, which is hard to find. Usually a big chunk is missing. So she's reading a book or she's singing the praises. And I thought if you were looking for a really fun piece to add to your nautical display, she would be your little shell queen, because the way they made her bonnet, it looks like it is I guess it would be a clamshell maybe, or shells behind her. So she has great detail. If we can get the camera to focus, she has little dainty flowers in her hair. Again, it plays off the Victorian style things that I had offered up. She has these little bows on her dress, maybe a little bit of paint wear to the one, but all of that lace is fully intact. And actually, to find this figurine and at that price is a pretty doggone good price, because she's one you don't find that often. So if you collect adult,
I've never seen her.
If you collect adult figurines, if that's your jam, this is one that doesn't come around that often. She's in a great colorway of the pastel pinks. She is in the great baby blue. She has some yellows mixed in there. She'd be great in an Easter display. She'd be great in a spring display. You could put her on your vanity shelf. And again, I was thinking that she looked like she had a little shell bonnet. So you can see there's no damage, which is just amazing to that. That's real lace that they dip in the porcelain and then apply it so it hardens. There you can see she's sitting on some sort of a box, whatever it could be. She has her cute little gold shoes sticking out. There's no chips. There's no cracks at all. She even has her original stickers on the bottom. So whoever had this really loved her and kept her in a little curio cabinet. I'm not sure if I gave you the dimensions, so I'm going to give them to you. She's about 5 1/4 inches tall. So she's about 5 1/4 inches tall, and she is just about 4 inches wide. So if you're looking for a really cute figurine, she would go well with the shell girls. You know, if you know and collect like the shell girls that are all made out of seashells.
Oh, yeah.
She would go well with them. So let me see if we can get this to focus here and give her another moment in time.
Yeah, you're right. Those Dresden lace pieces are very hard to find without chipping to the lace.
They are. And I just want to show you guys, you can see there is, they actually went as far as to put faux writing there on the book. So there is like little scribbles, so it's supposed to look like there's writing. But again, I'm not seeing any interest. That's okay. We're going to bring her back into recap, but she's $20, no damage. She would be your little mermaid queen, singing to all the praises to all the fish, all the little nautical things like, I want to be a mermaid, Amie. I'm going to be a mermaid someday.
You got Willie in the house.
Oh, I see you, Willie. I'm so sorry. I can tell. Okay, let's go ahead and count her down. So we're looking for 20, one or more from 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. And the little dancer you got from me, William, she's going to look really good with her. I'm going to have a big sister, Amie. I'm going to have a big sister. All right. William, you didn't need it. There's the bid end, sir. Thank you so much for your bid of $20, and she's coming your way. Thank you, sir.
All right. Last round, you guys, and then we will do a quick recap and then community share after that. All right. $8 for my last round, Jason. Okay. And I usually don't pick up bells either, but she was cute, okay? She was cute. So she's a little mermaid bell. She's actually still has her hang tag. She's from 1979. She's made by Jasco. And I will say that there is a whole series of these Adora bells. There's a whole series of these that they did. She is bisque, and she's talking on her shell phone.
Good.
She's talking.
Good.
She's probably not. She's just listening to the ocean, you know, but I've been waiting all night long to say shell phone in some capacity. There's no chips to her or anything like that. I'll turn her around to the back. Look at the little fish that's peeking out in the back. She's got seaweed in her hair. I think that's darn cute. And then it does have the little ceramic clapper in there, dinger donger, whatever you want to call it. It's still in there. I think she's cute. All right. I couldn't resist. She fit the theme, and she would of course go good in a mermaid bathroom or anywhere else that you wanted to put her. She measures 4 1/4 by 2 1/4. No chips or anything to her. She's in pretty good shape, and we're going to count her down. Robin's in at 10. Thank you so much. So we're looking for 11 or more. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. All right, we're going to count her down. 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bid end. The sea is calling, and I must answer.
Again, she's another one that you think is easy to find, but she's not. Adorable. You said shell phone.
Shell phone, yeah.
What are the rates on shell phone? Is it unlimited data?
Under the water, I'm not so sure about that, Jason. I don't know how good a reception you get under the ocean. I don't know. All right, there's the bid end from Karen. Thank you so much. All right, so Lisa had the high bid at 12. Robin came in there with the just in case. So Robin's going to take it for 13. Thank you so much.
All right, guys. And hello, seeing our friend John of Everyday Holiday Displays popping in. That reminds me, this Friday over on Instagram, we're not over here this week, but over on Instagram at 8 p.m. Eastern, It's the Valentinos, which is the man right there, Everyday Holiday Displays. It's John. It is Brian of Mid-Century Mister, along with Bill, Garden Guy Bill, and myself. So hopefully you guys can join us. Our theme this week is kitchen, okay, hyphenated with the N, which means it'll be heavy on the kitsch, heavy on the kitchen. So it could be anything from Pyrex to kitsch, anything in between. So, and everything you see behind me will be available, including I have a Holt Howard Pixie that will be available over on Instagram on Friday. So my last item, since I took up all my time promoting myself, I'm going to do as a quick claim, okay? So she will be $12 if anybody is interested. I will give you a letter. Okay? But there's a little condition issue. She just has a little glaze pop right here up at the top, all right? So she's California Pottery. She's made by Esquire Ceramics of California. I've never had one of these before, okay?
Huh.
I never had one before. I did some research, and then I guess that'd be Zeta. Zeta, it's a figure by Zeta. So I did some research. They made her in many different colorways. Okay, they made her many different colorways, and they made a lot of Victorian style girls. So that was their thing. So late 40s into the 50s, California ceramics. She's really cute. She fit my theme of blue tonight. Kind of pulled in with her little doll here, kind of like pulled in the doll I had. So she's just going to be $12. $12. And the first person to put in the letter M, as in Mother Tucker's, can take her home. The only condition issue is she has like a pencil-sized little nip down here at the top, but it give you a good chance to have some California pottery. She measures, I'm not seeing any interest, she measures 6.5 inches tall by 5 inches wide. $12. If anybody's interested, put in the letter M, as in Mother Tucker's, and you could have her. All right. I think we did it, Amie. We're down to the end.
Did. So we're going to do our recap now, you guys. So how the recap is going to work, we'll bring back anything that you guys maybe weren't here at the beginning. We'll bring back anything that didn't sell during the sale. Maybe you were thinking about it. So these will be quick claim items. So we'll give you a brief description, note any kind of issues again. We'll tell you the price. If you want to claim anything, type the item plus the price down into the chat so we know what you're trying to claim. If there's more than one person that is interested in claiming the item, we will do a quick countdown, and Karen will remain the bid ender. We will give a moment between just for the lag, to account for the lag, because usually every time we try and move on, then somebody puts something in the chat and we got to come back. So we're just going to give it a moment. Okay. Yep. Do you want me to do all of mine, Jason? Let me go first and let me do 3, and then you can break it up in the middle, and then I'll finish. Okay, because I have 3. I have 3 to bring back. Okay, let me do 3, then you, and then I can do my 3. Okay, sounds good. I had the lucite or acrylic style aquarium. Okay, it's probably from the 1980s or the 1990s. That was when this was in fashion. They would etch the scene into it, and then they would reverse paint it. It's in very good condition with no major scratches. There is a little haze to the bottom, but it doesn't distract from the top. It is made of lucite. It measures 5 by 5. These are very collectible. It's $20. So if you're interested, put fishbowl 20, and it could be yours. They are goldfish. So you can see they do have gold, and it is a metallic-y paint. So when the light catches it, it does look like a real fish swimming. So 20, fishbowl. And again, if you see anything that comes back in a recap that has not been claimed and you watch this on the replay, feel free to reach out to Amie or myself. Our emails are in the description, and we will get you invoiced. So you're right, Karen. No fish food required. Steele, it's yours. Thank you so much. Let me write you down real quick. Congratulations. That is a fun piece. I had, if somebody wants a piece of plum Fenton, this is your opportunity. $28. This is probably from the 1990s. It is the plum purple by Fenton. You can see the gorgeous thick opal essence. Yes, it's a bell, but you got to give it its day in the light that it is not only an opal plum Fenton bell, it's iridized, and it is lily of the valley. So that takes the whole bell equation out of it. If you do research on it, this is a great price, $28. If anybody's interested, you'll just put bell 28. And they did make a few other colors. So if you wanted to collect a couple of them,
This would make a great Mother's Day gift. It would be a great time for you to have a piece of plum Fenton in your collection. So just put in Fenton Belle or Belle 28. And then what the heck else did I had? I'm very confused, Amy. Hold on a minute here. So then I had, Steele, I got you for the bell. Let me just wait for the lag because it's been so gnarly tonight. But I'm feeling like you're going unopposed. So we'll call that for Steele. Thank you so much, Steele. I know you love your glass. If that's your first piece of plum, it's going to be a fun one to have. So I had the Japan Parrot. I just showed a few rounds ago. Very good condition. He is $20. He has his Made in Japan sticker. I don't know what the big crazy sticker across the bottom was. I didn't get it at like a thrift store. Maybe the other person did. But he is going to be 20. So you just put bird 20. He is a parrot, 1960 ceramic. So he would be 20. Let's get Miss Amy over here, and I'm going to get Karen's recap for you.
I had 3 things to bring back. I had the 1964 hard to find version of the fairy tale book, Big Golden Book by Hans Christian Andersen with the awesome mermaid graphics in here. Awesome illustrations in this book. There are 3 stories besides The Little Mermaid. Was asking $20 for this. It is in good shape. It does have that coating on it, so like you can wipe it down. It is pretty good condition. There's just like a teeny wear on the corners, but nothing super major. So if you want to, I see D is claiming my book for 20. Thank you so much, D. All right. Thank you so much. All right. And then I had the Fostoria Flying Fish vase in the purple. This one does not have any chips to it. It is harder to find in the purple color. There's just a little scratch. There's a tiny little scratch. I don't know if I'm going to get it to focus again. Right in there, there's a little scratching to the glass. I don't think I didn't show this the first time. I don't think it's going to show up, but it does glow pink. You guys, if you look for different colors for your black light. So if you want to claim the Fostoria Flying Fish vase in purple, you can type in fish 34, fish 34, harder to find color for that one. Actually, all of these are a little bit harder to find. And then what else did I have? Oh, the little fish brooch, the little swimmy fish brooch with the little shell bubbles. That one measures 1.5 by 1 for the little pin with the green rhinestone eye. That was $8. If you want to claim that, you can type in pin or brooch 8, so I know what you're trying to claim. All right, and that is what I had. Thank you guys so much.
All right, and again, like I just said, in case y'all are fast forwarding, if you see something that was not claimed, like Amy's fish, reach out, give her an email if it's available. Okay. Dawn, I see your 8.
See you, Dawn.
It's a great
Thank
pin.
you, Dawn.
It's a great pin. So, all right. I had, let me get back up here again. I had my glass round that was pink or cranberry. They are each $18 each. I do believe this is Imperial glass. I believe that this is probably coming out of the Depression. I don't know that it is Depression era. But it still is called Depression glass. I think this is more maybe 60s, but I could be wrong. It's in very good condition. It is a divided dish. It is pressed glass. You can see how vibrant the pink is. Usually the salt teeth here have damage to them. None of them do. It would be like a divided relish, but I was thinking more like you could use it to divide out your cheese or divide your jewelry and stuff. It's a gorgeous piece of glass, just $18 if anyone is interested. Just put pink glass 18 and you could have that. There is a little roughness up here, I think just from years of being used, but no chips, just mold roughness. So that would be pink dish and that would be 18. If you wanted to get a piece of Italian glass from the mid-century, I have one of these leaf style with the Bullacante. This is like a cranberry. I thought it matched the plum piece. It's not Murano because the Bullacante isn't quite stylized as Murano would be. I also have sold this sculpt before, and I have seen them with Venetian stickers. same area of the world. $18. You could put purple dish, 18. No chips, no cracks. I didn't give you measurements on the pink one, but this one is about 6 by 6, no matter how you measure it. So really fun. They do make great little votive holders. So I think we did it. Let's get us both back up here. Thank you so much, Karen, for being our official mod and bid ender. If you could, please put Gavin's link in the chat, who's Grady Grupo Vintage Recordings. He is the other half of the Gillette Corporation. Kim, Desert Gal, thank you so much for being our official mod, our backup mod and bid ender for the evening. If you're not following her over on Vamp, please do so. Please, Kim, consider putting in your link so that we can get some people over there to follow you. So, Amie girl, when can they find you next? What do you got going on?
Tomorrow on my channel at 7 p.m. Eastern, the lovely Catherine Young is joining me for an antique and vintage sale. We have an eclectic mix, I will say, of things, different years, different centuries, different time periods, kitsch, antique, and everything in between. So 7 p.m. over on my channel. I do know Catherine's got a video preview. She's also got photo previews on Instagram and her community tab. Same for me, both places. If you want to go check that out or set a reminder, you can do that. And then I will be back here on Monday. It's the first Monday of May. So I'll be joining Jason and Bill at 8 o'clock next Monday. And then back here on Wednesday for Fantastic Finds. And I'm also doing a garage sale next week. So I have a lot going on next week.
If y'all are in the area, I have seen and I know the kind of things that Amie offers at her garage sale. If you're in the area, you got to get to her garage sale.
Yeah, we'll just fingers crossed the weather cooperates for that one. Yeah.
All right. And one little caveat, Kim is going to be on vacation, so she won't be joining us as a mod for the next couple sales. So hopefully you and Bob have a well-deserved vacation, and I'm so happy you're taking some time off. So I won't be. Tina will be back tomorrow night over on Vamp. We're doing a buyer's choice, power hour, in and out. There's tons of vintage. I think she said her starts are going to be at $5. So, and then she'll do like a pick two. But check out all those details. Come on over and see her at 7 on Vamp. Then I'll be over on Instagram with the fellas for the Valentinos. I guess you know them and love them because you guys like hanging out with them. I do too. And the Valentinos are Bill, Garden Guy Bill, it's John of Everyday Holiday Displays, and it is Brian of Mid-Century Mister. Now that again will not be here on YouTube. That will be over on Instagram. So, and it is a kitchen sale. So it's going to be heavy on the kitsch, heavy on the kitchen.
K-I-T-S-C-H-E-N.
No, they hyphenated it with an N. So it's kitsch with a hyphen and an N. Yeah, right. I don't know. I don't know how to spell to save my life, so I have no idea. So, but yeah, it's gonna be fun. I have Hold Howard, I have PY, I have Anthropomorphic, I have a Killer Cruel. Amie. It's a mouse with mushrooms and cheese. What more could you ask for?
That's like the perfect cruel.
Yeah. So that's a sentence that I never thought I'd hear somebody say. That's a perfect cruel. So. Guys, thank you so much. Again, me and Amie put so much of ourselves into this sale. We've been doing this for over a year. We enjoy the fact that we can bring you some of our fantastic finds, and then we can share your fantastic finds. So we are getting a little low in the queue, okay? So we ask you guys, I'm going to give you the email here. Please email us anything that you deem as a fantastic find. And the email here is on your screen. Please email. It is sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Again, sharemyfindslive@gmail.com. Send us pictures of anything that you deem is a fantastic find. Maybe something you got at the flea market, maybe something you dug out at the bins, maybe something you inherited, maybe something you found in your attic. But we do need some info. We need your name, and we need a brief description of what we're seeing. That way, me and Amie can kind of start there, turn it over to the chat to help us figure out what we're seeing and kind of, define that. So now we have our fantastic finds portion of the sale. Liz Martin is the first one we're going to share. Then we're going to do Sally B. Okay, now Liz is sharing with us a haul of things that she purchased when she was in Adamstown. She was here in Adamstown a little over a month ago. So I didn't see Liz in the chat. I hope you catch us on a replay. Let's take a look at some of the things that she bought. So here we go.
Oh my word.
This is her entire haul from Adamstown.
No.
So let me see here. It also says that I have on my notes here, it says this is her haul from the Adamstown shopping trip. Jake, who is her husband, bought her the Holt Howard cottage cheese dish, okay, which there's some more pictures. We'll show them to you a little up close. So here's picture number 1. Here is picture number 2. So there is the cottage cheese there in the center. She got your trademark, Amie. She picked up that. Yeah. Little winking kitty. I am in love and never saw this. And I know Sharon's still in the chat. Look at that chalkware rabbit up there. I need that chalkware rabbit.
In the packaging, Miller Studios.
Yeah. Sharon, have you ever seen that before? I need one of those. That's amazing. I'm addicted to rabbits now. I'm addicted to bunnies.
That's quite the haul, I will say.
We ain't done yet.
Wow.
Look at the advertising she got. The
I love. Well, my eye goes right to the lard box. I love that.
Okay. I've never seen. I wonder if John's still here. I've never seen those glitter plaques, the roosters.
Roosters? No, I've not seen those before either.
Man, Liz. Maybe Liz, we got to shop together when you come to Adamstown because. I don't know. She done picked the place clean.
Yeah.
Man, she picked the place
all in Adamstown.
Yes. I will tell you guys, and even if I didn't own a shop here, if you guys are looking for anything, you're probably going to find it, or you're going to find something doggone close to what you're looking for here in Adamstown. So that just goes to show. And of course, why is my hat crooked? Of course, it goes to say that it's all different price points. Some of the malls are a little more retail. Some malls are a little cheaper. So
all the places that we got to, and we didn't get to all the antique malls. There was no way. Like we had 4 days to cram everything in. We just couldn't make it all the places. It had to be selective. Right. But where we went was it was really good. So I'm actually not surprised she came home with a haul like that. Yeah.
Next time you're in town, Amie, I got to take you to Adams. I forgot. They put in a case full of Stife. Like you saw some Stife at the one mall at Adamstown. But if you guys are into Stife, I think there's 3 cases full of Stife at Adams Antique. So
wow.
They're close to retail, what it's worth, like they should be, but still fun to see. So, all right, guys, now we're on to Sally B. We're on to Sally B. And I only have 2 pictures from Sally B, but I have a ton of information. So let's get right down to it. Here's my first picture from Sally B. To break it down, all of this was found in the wild. It was all found in the wild. The Holt Howard shakers.
Which are the yellow birdies.
Oh, my God. Now I'm dead because I didn't read these notes. I'm dead. I'm jealous. $2.99.
What?
Sally, no. I don't have these in my collection, and I don't know how I feel about you getting them for $2.99. But I'll be the cheerleader. The Dream Pets, she got them for $6 each. So the Dream Pets in the picture, $6 each. The Lefton Music Cat was $19, and I have close-ups, so we'll get to them in a minute. Then I have the Lefton Kitties. They were $6 each. Okay. Cute. So not only do we need to go shopping with Liz, Amie, but we need to go shopping with Sally. Yeah. So here are the close-ups. God, I want those birds. What do you recall off the top of your head what those birds are called? I don't know their name.
Oh, aren't they I feel like they're peeper. Something peeper.
They are.
I could be wrong.
We always called them the king chicks because they look like they have like king's crowns on their heads.
They do have a name.
Yeah, they do. They have an official name. So.
I've never ever seen those anywhere.
No, and I know they have another piece or so. They didn't do many pieces in this. I think they have one or two other pieces for that same chick. I feel like I
feel like there's a sugar bowl and a creamer that matches those shakers.
See, I feel like I saw a spoon rest somewhere. I know I didn't see a cookie jar. So. But nonetheless, congratulations, guys. So those are some really fantastic
finds. I can't. So. Yeah, I was just going to say, I can't believe that she found all that stuff.
$2.99. I got to remember where Sally lives. I feel like Sally lives in Arizona. I feel like she's in Arizona.
She lives in the middle western states somewhere.
Those middle western states. See, that's the thing. That's the thing that gets me is that what you guys don't know is that y'all can go out there in the oh, she's in Colorado. Okay. See,
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
All of their thrift stores like the Ark, they don't pull anything and put it online. Okay. You start getting into our neck of the woods, every mom and pop thrift store, including a Goodwill, they pull it and put it online. So folks that live out there in the West, thank your lucky stars, because the day that your thrift stores start purging, pulling things and poaching things, putting them online, you're not going to find those on the shelves anymore. So there used to be
that's what all the Midwest Goodwills are like.
Yeah.
All new stuff, no vintage. Yeah.
Oh, there used to be a day. Someday they'll have to follow suit, especially if the mom and pops and the religious ones around here are doing it. It's only a matter of time until they do it out there. So. Yeah. All right, guys, it was a great sale. Thank you guys so much. If you're new to either one of us, please, our emails are right below us. Please email us all the information. We need your screen name. If it's different from your real name, give us both if they're different. We also need your full address, and we need your PayPal email, okay? We need an email that we can generate that invoice through PayPal and send it to you. We also need you to make sure that your addresses are correct in PayPal, because that is the address that the item is going to be shipped to. So please make sure that you double check all that as you send us your information. If you saw anything that was not claimed, okay? Now, I have a gut feeling, and I'm not going to speak for Amie, but I have a gut feeling, and I know a lot of the sellers are going to start putting the things over on Vamp. So you all have a short period of time. If you see something that's available, you might want to reach out to us as soon as possible. We know from our numbers from YouTube that a lot of folks watch this in the replay. So we need you to email us as soon as you see something that wasn't claimed, and if it's still available, we're going to do our best to get it sold to you, okay?
Yep.
With all that said, again, Karen G., thank you so much. Kim, I hope you and Bob have a fantastic time, well-deserved time off. Again, Kim, you did a great job with your first live sale. Hopefully you do a few more. And I guess that's it. So we'll see you guys tomorrow night over here on the YouTube with Amie and Catherine at 7 p.m. Tina has her Vamp sale tomorrow, and then the Valentino's on Friday. So lots more vintage for you guys. So till the next one, have a good night, everybody.
Thank you guys again so much. Good night. Bye.